What's up, Gooners and Gyats? This is the financial finals.
That's why you asked me whether or not you could say that tonight? You asked me?
Welcome to the financial finals of season 13. Oh,
shit.
An incredible series we have for you tonight. It's season 14. It's Team Popo versus Buttermilk Lifestyle. My name is LaChance, and tonight I am joined by Buggleberry Finn.
I'm so thrown off my game because normally I come out swinging for the fences completely unhinged, but tonight I feel the full role reversal. I don't know whether or not I should be mature. I'm very confused. I am lost. I'm lost.
Listen, I wanted to just sort of throw your energy right back your way.
Well, hang on, we've got a special guest. Looks like Ram Cannon, our first guest of the evening. We're gonna have a lot of these guests coming in. Is here right now.
Perfect.
To talk about why everyone is just too loud these days. Ram Cannon, let him have it.
Hey, I'm Ram Cannon.
Oh my god.
I'm here to talk about how I was way too loud nowadays.
Oh my god.
For me, being me, the person that I am, I don't need to get that loud to get your attention. I'm real sick of it. So, Ram Cannon out, homie.
Thank you, Ram Cannon. That was really accurate. He doesn't need to be that different to get everyone's attention, and he does it so well. Wow, we're gonna be jumping into. Oh, by the way, Cutwire Val is our next. It's our next guest. They're coming in about 5 minutes.
I just gotta say, neither of us cleared either of those bits with the other person. I didn't know. He said Ram Cannon's here. I frantically clicked over to Discord to see that it's only us in this channel. I did not know where that was going. I didn't know if I was supposed to be Ram Cannon.
Now it's only us.
Now it's only us because Ram Cannon left. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Buggleberry Finn, this is a finals match, of course, for the low-budget LCS. You're familiar. What does a finals match series entail?
It entails 5 losers and everyone else wins because everyone enjoys watching finals matches, and 5 people have to walk away less happy than everyone else in the entirety, which is the sad part. That's the sad part. The good part is that I get me and you and Praetorian and Seer, we get to stop doing shit for a while. That's the good part, because this is the final, LaChance. This is the very last final.
Yes.
Right? The good part, the best part about this, is that when this is done, we get to spend all that sub money on our worms that we've been eyeing up. We've been eyeing up buying a lot of worms lately, and we are gonna spend that money buy a bunch of worms.
I'm gonna spend my cut on individual scoops of ice cream. I'm gonna go to my favorite ice cream store, and I'm gonna buy as many single scoop kitty cups as I can.
I've actually been doing something going to ice cream stores lately.
Yeah,
I just want you to know. They always say cup or cone. I say hand. They say, huh? I say hand. I pull out my hand. I say, put it in my hand. And they have to. I say, I'm allergic to cups. I'm allergic to cones. What do you do? Kill me?
Good.
And they're like, no, I don't want to kill you. Also, you're very aggressive for someone coming to this ice cream store.
Do you start? Do you start sloughing it down right there?
Sloughing?
Yeah, sloughing.
No.
So we're into draft. I just realized you don't have the. I'm
watching it on the Twitch stream.
You're watching on the Twitch stream.
The Jinx. I saw the Jinx hit pick.
Which means you're behind and therefore useless when it comes to providing any sort of insight.
Not so sure.
But I did just send you the link. And listen.
By the way, Jinx is still picked. Oh, here comes Braum.
Listen, I just really quickly want to say I agree with D-Shot20. I just want both teams to have fun. At the end of the day, that's why we're here. Really good. Oh, I forgot. I'm really mad at Trader Joe's. I'll talk about that later.
No, talk about it now.
Okay, so we've got Braum that's just picked. Lucian as well. Braum, Lucian, bot lane. Age-old tale. Weaving passives together. It's going to be pretty effective. What support do you think pairs best with Jinx? You're sort of an OG support guy, but you have some crazy picks. What would you throw into this comp?
Can I be honest with you? There's only one thing I pick here. It's full AP Jax.
Smart. Really smart.
Yeah.
Break that down.
That way
for
you can
us.
get right on top of Lucy and kill him dead. Amelia's good. Just super annoying long range distance here. They want to keep Jinx alive. I'm expecting from Team Popo, you see a couple more things allocated into like, yep, keep this Jinx alive, either disengage or maybe you see a jungler picked here. You're going to see like a jungle engage, someone that can control it a little bit. Viego's a very good pick and kind of pop off in team fights. Provide some pressure here, and it is going to be locked in. So it also lets you have at least one counter here, whether it is going to be your mid or your top on the blue side.
And Talia throws rocks.
Yes. No, you're right.
I'm helping.
They have guns, rocks, and ice so far.
Guns, rocks, and ice versus guns, big sword, and
Color ball.
Ball glowing light. Yeah.
Sorry, Emilio. You're. I don't know.
Not really sure what your theme is.
Do it. Say it. Hit it. Think it.
Trader Joe's linguine, pesto, and tomato, frozen meal. It's really bad. Don't get it. If you're at Trader Joe's and you're thinking, wow, this is like a nice low-calorie dinner, don't go for it. It's not worth it. It tastes like garbage.
Also, can I just pipe it on that? Don't get anything low-calorie. Go big. Big calories, then do something crazy.
I like that.
Jump off shit and attack stuff.
I like that.
Yeah. Nocturne gonna be picked up here.
Scary.
Now Nocturne, he can go only half calories because he's missing a bottom half.
That's true.
So he actually, that's fine. If you are missing a bottom half, disregard my statement.
As War Leader says, live fast and leave a huge corpse. Definitely something to consider. Thank you. The Real Deathmatch is the newest investor in the low budget LCS. Welcome to this. Welcome to us. Thank you for watching. Thanks for lending us your eyeballs and your attention. And the
Nivea's a great pick here.
Wendigo? Nivea.
And here is our 740 guest. It's Cutwire Val. And obviously, I know everyone should know because it was posted. It is clear as day as to why they're here. But if you're not aware, they're going to be telling us their best jokes. So go ahead.
Wait, it's the real Val?
It's the real Val. It's true.
Okay.
Why don't oysters donate to charity?
I don't know. Why don't they?
Oh, man, it's good. I already know it.
Because they're shellfish.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't have the badum push. Hold on. Let me work on getting that.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Kabouch! I'm sorry. I fucked
Nice.
it up.
Nice.
No, that was good.
That was good.
Okay.
Okay. What does a baby computer call its father?
A monitor.
Close. Motherboard.
Oh. Okay. Hitting us with that cerebral stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a different world.
All right.
What did the custodian say when he jumped out of the closet?
I'm gonna get you.
Supplies.
That's good.
That was good.
That is maybe the best one.
That was good.
That is a good one.
Actually good.
I'm gonna use that at some point in my life.
That's actually good. Yeah. Why are colds bad criminals?
Because they're freezing.
They're easy to catch.
These jokes are genius.
Okay, I've played the snare sound about 10 times now.
Nice. It's to catch up.
This season of Adventure Academy, we're trying out some.
Build its house.
I don't know.
It glues it together.
Nice.
That was good.
Nice.
That was good.
That one's shifty. Yeah, I was like, that one. I didn't have me at first, but it got me. You know, I was sold on it.
That was good.
What else we got? Oh, which knight invented King Arthur's round table?
Oh, I know this one. Can I do it?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it circumference?
It is.
Whoa.
It is
Yes.
circumference.
Wait,
That guy's really he's pretty good at this.
wait,
I've been
that was
doing that.
incredible.
Thank you.
Are you good at riddles?
Am I good at riddles? I am a riddle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that explains a lot actually.
By the way,
That
Buggle,
ex-
did you do
that
your
ex- that
fucking
explains why
job
you
and
showed
start
up
the
at my house in
prediction?
Corporeal Farms, right?
I'm starting the prediction right now. Secret
You motherfucker.
answer to the end of game 1. That's the
Wrong
prediction
prediction.
says. Is it Team Popo?
It's
Yeah,
Team
Team
Popo and
Blue?
Buttermilk
They're blue?
Lifestyle. Team Popo is blue.
Okay.
Buttermilk is red. Youngster Joey says that he needs a BMLS pitch from Vega. Listen, there's also, I'm sure there are tons of Milk fans out there who can pitch you on the team as well.
Mm-hmm. They've got to have some of the most passionate fans of the LBLCS, rightfully so.
They do.
Had a great season. I'll give one more, and then obviously my time is up.
Pert, this is your closer. This is the one that you close all
Yeah, the
your
big
stand-up
one.
sets with, and we're
Every
excited to hear
show.
it.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because there was nothing left for him on this side.
No, it's because
What?
Did
What's the
you-
answer?
Did you?
What's the answer?
Did
What could
you-
it be? What could I love that you think that I'm a villain here when his joke was to leave. No, do not paint me as a villain here.
I
I
just
did not do anything evil.
I'm completely out of the fucking loop. I thought that they were all gonna be you doing voices. I don't know if you've
Do you
coordinated.
think that wasn't me doing a voice?
All right, dude. All right.
Do you think
dude.
that was someone else that came in here?
All right, dude.
I joined and rejoined really fast to make the noise in your.
This is a 5-game series. You
Headphones.
can't start gaslighting me right now.
I'm not gaslighting you. Just asking you whether or not you thought it was me.
Dovey's forever friend, which is a first-time chatter, just said let's go. Seems like a very enthusiastic individual. Great energy already. There's another Dove that is in the chat sometimes. Are you friends with that person? Or is this a complete coincidence?
Are you? Can I speak on behalf of them? I know they're a first-time chatter.
Yeah.
We don't know how many time listener, but they're a first-time chatter.
Sure.
Yes, they are.
Definitely for sure, right?
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
Okay.
And if they say that they're not, they're fucking lying. Okay.
Mm.
And I will totally get them. Up next, our next guest is Ojai Vega.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
coordinating this?
doing very
Welcome to
well.
the stream.
Hello.
So you've got a team in here. By the way, first off, I don't know if people have seen this, but I saw it. It was shown to me. The milk on the head.
Oh my god.
Yes, yeah.
What a glorious moment of pure viscosity trickling down the face of someone who is glorious themselves. How are you feeling tonight upon another final?
You know, I really want to shout out 2% because, you know, when you're leading up to multiple finals as an org, you get in your mind like, what if we just lose all of them? And
Right, and then
then
your org's
since they
cursed.
won,
And then you go do a
Yeah, since-
seance, and then yeah, I get it.
now if they win, you at least you're 50-50. So it's like a little bit of the stress is off.
Okay, it's
You
good.
know,
Yeah.
You guys are already on the scoreboard.
yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm completely stressed. I am a ball of emotion. You know, because I have some responsibility here. So
I also,
How much? How much?
yeah, what percentage, if you could kind of nail that down for
And
us?
don't do a 1 or 2% milk joke. Really,
Yeah.
how much?
if we win, it's 100% the players. If we
Smart.
lose, it's 100% me.
Nice.
Smart.
God,
So
yeah.
and that's how I would say it. Yeah.
that's
Martyrs are smarter. I've always said that.
martyrs are smarters. Mm-hmm.
I've always said
You've
martyrs
always
are
said
smarters.
that.
I've always.
You
I
always
came
said
out
that.
of
I've
the
heard you say
womb
that.
saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
The
heard.
doctors were like, "What the fuck?"
Huh?
It was good. It was good. What do you think about these drafts? How involved were you with this draft, and what do you think about them?
I was very involved with our side. I wasn't involved with Team Popo's side, so probably about 50%.
Okay. All right. Good.
I think they're both kind of what both teams probably expected going in. Two pretty clear styles of teams, things like that. Popo's a really good team. They've won before, so they're really good at drafting. They scout very well. We kind of pride ourselves on similar things, so I don't have any big leanings in game one, right? Best of Five's a long series too, so game one normally is a lot of your fact finding, and we had the extra week off, so you really don't know what people have prepped. You're kind of like, okay, there's been a patch, what's changed? Have these guys been secretly scrimming like, LCS teams or whatever? I don't know.
Likely. Vega, in this time of stress, as game one is sort of coming together and the narrative of the series is starting to build itself out, do you have any superstitions in which you lean on to sort of guide you in these times?
I watch the same video before every series that we play.
Okay.
Incredible.
Continue. Don't leak it. I don't want you to leak it, I guess.
I won't leak it, but I do watch the same series. I mute and deafen right before draft. I watch the same video before draft to try and center myself and kind of, okay, don't emotionally draft. Don't emotionally give feedback. Just play to factual feedback and what you planned on.
Is the video the coriander commercial?
No, I do like watching that a lot. I mean, I watch that
before
bed at night. That's before bed, but
I don't want to get into the detail about why you watch that during bed, but I have my own idea about why.
I'll leave it up to your interpretation.
Thank you. I think it'll be more fun that way. Oh man, well, best of luck, Vega, and we'll see you again right after.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Adios.
That was
up next. We got Loki Aurora.
What the
coming
fuck,
right
dude? How many people did you schedule to come on this stream?
And Loki is in here to say some real true shit about this game and about me.
What the fuck?
Absolutely, and I would like to point out that I was instructed to do this. But Buggle, the frivolity and chaos that you exist in and exude in a grating aura around yourself just mitigates any positive impact you may have on your surroundings.
Yes.
It astounds me that this thing has managed to persist with any semblance of order while having you, begrudgingly, as its figurehead. But at least you managed to bring competent people into the fold to compensate for your influence.
Fuck, that was really good.
Is there more to it?
Okay, look, I'm actually really glad that you came on. That was awesome.
Need more?
No, I just didn't know whether or not we should talk about
the actual game.
We don't have to do that. We can just listen to you roast me. Do you have anything else off the dome?
I'm usually not that mean.
You did.
Sorry,
hey, Loki, you did a great job. You did a really, really good job. Let me just tell you that. I'm gonna be playing that to a couple of friends that have nothing to do with this league, just so they can hear that burn.
Okay.
Oh man. Do you have any intake or opinions about who's game really, so I can bet in my phone really quick? Who's gonna win this game?
Honestly, I don't. I have not looked into this at all. I haven't had to count any of the finals, so I have mentally checked out and been thoroughly enjoying playing TFT.
Hell yeah. Are you participating in the TFT league?
Matchup looks really interesting, and Brom's super strong.
I'm participating in the TFT league, and I have not won yet. So,
I'm not surprised.
Also, you could give me any tips there.
Find
cheating has
an online
not
guide and read some videos so you
know I'm so
what's
against
going on.
I'm against doing meta things.
Loki, you sort of suggested that he do any amount of work.
That's ridiculous. I veto that immediately.
Figure out who the best person on the enemy team is and build exactly what they're building to screw them over.
That's so funny. I requested that was our team strategy in our second series. I said in episode 38 of season 1, Power Rangers, they build reverse Power Rangers to fight the Power Rangers, and it works the first time. So we should do that for game 1. And it didn't work for us. Oh. So then we went the second route of Power Rangers, which is just build a giant mech dinosaur, which also didn't work for us. We lost both games.
I like that all of your strategies are taken from Power Rangers.
Only so far. So I know other shows.
Do you?
Well, we've already covered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and now Power Rangers. So what's
we have
90s
Beetleborg.
after school.
Oh, I'm about to Beetleborg them up, son.
Beetleborg's pretty good.
Voltron? Or is that 9? That's earlier than that.
Yeah, I
That
think
sounds pretty good though.
Street Sharks.
Oh, that one was wild.
Yeah, Street Sharks was fucking sick. I believe I've
That
had.
was a fever dream and a half. I'm surprised Buggle isn't going. Yes, I loved that one.
I'm so embarrassed right now. My head is down. I look like a puppy that's accidentally eating all the trash out of the garbage can. I don't know what you guys are talking about, and I feel so stupid.
You
I
should
want to
feel
know what it
stupid.
is.
You know who?
Yeah.
You know who?
Thank
you know
you.
who knows?
It's something he's used to.
Vega is really a wellspring of old shows as well.
Cool. Street Sharks is something that is a fever dream.
Mm-hmm.
That if you try to describe it, people will know you're making it up because there's no fucking way.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. You would actually love it. We can watch the first episode together, actually, if you want.
Can we do it between? Actually, if there's a pause,
Yeah,
that,
I'll just.
or like between games, they're like, okay, we need a 15-minute break.
It's going to go at least 6 hours, right?
If they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, we need a 15-minute break, we just gotta throw it on. I think.
Yeah. We'll just throw on the first episode of Street Sharks, which is on YouTube. You could watch it right now.
Thank God.
The other wild one that people forget was an absolute crazy thing is the origin story for the Cabbage Patch Kids.
What?
What? Even origin
It
story?
was-
Called?
Crazy. There's a couple different versions of them because one of it was
Never
just
underestimate
so
the
off. It
power
was
of
like
the Scout's
original
code.
German fairy tale levels of crazy.
Hell yeah.
But Cabbage Patch Kids actually had a TV show for a while.
All right, I know our new off-season event. It's gonna be me and LaChance are watching TV shows. Recommend.
I would love that. We actually did that with Jackie Chan Adventures for a short bit. I think Bigfoot and I watched like the first 2 episodes and held like little book clubs on it. Dude, Uncle is so good. Hey, I don't mean to be like a weirdo, but should we at least try to cast this game a little bit?
Oh yeah. I scheduled nothing to happen until minute 8, so we have like another 2 minutes. But yeah,
Until minute 8 of the
minute
game.
8 right on the dot. Yeah, that's when the first kill will be.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
minute 8 on the dot. Okay, Loki, when do you think the first kill's gonna be?
Look, it'd be ridiculous not to agree with me. I scheduled it.
True, but I mean, Chaos, 11 minutes.
11 minutes. 11 minutes for first blood. 8 minutes.
Oh,
for first
because
blood.
Loki's like, Buggle didn't factor in the fact that it's a 3 minutes left. Okay,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
respect
yeah,
that you
yeah,
think
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dumb and know I'm dumb. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen you count yet in all the time that I've known you, so.
I always do it behind your back, yeah.
For Buggle scheduled to be correct, we have 90 seconds. And I don't see anybody in a crazy position that could result in a kill in the next 90 seconds. I mean, Akali is
course not.
battling, so oh,
That was
Okay,
just
no,
Braum
no.
leaping forward to say hello.
yeah.
That was it. Just
It's
a,
now going to push into the Braum Lucian. Bot lane's going to
Nocturne.
reset. Akali is reset. Now Mord resets.
Yeah, but Nocturne's 6 soon. Nocturne and Talia level 6
well,
soon.
hold on a second, though. Long cannon. One more auto would proc that passive.
Okay, so they stopped the backs and were very annoying. Good job.
50 seconds? It's
It
possible.
happens exactly at the
45?
8-minute mark. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing that's gonna blow your mind. And all the audience's mind. Like, we're watching alongside them at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So,
You called it so early that it would be a really annoying clip to make as well. It'd be like 3 minutes.
oh, I'm so sorry. We have our next guest coming in. Loki, thank you so much for joining us. Our next guest is here. It is Damien. Damien, welcome to the cast. Thank you for being the next guest here on the LBLCS. Talk to us.
Hey, I heard we're doing some life suggestions. Do you have like a direction, or am I just like generally here?
And you have to be ready to be interrupted because there's a kill in a couple seconds that the chance will come.
Oh shit. Okay, I did hear it's scheduled for 8 minutes. I can wait.
Oh,
I can
they
wait.
missed the
Like,
schedule.
I have
No, they
time.
missed it. They missed it.
They missed
Their
it.
fault.
We're on
Okay.
Loki's time now. 11 minutes is the next guess here. Feel free to throw your guess in the chat. We'll see if anybody's kind of psychic. Yeah, go ahead. You were told to give life advice? I don't know anything about what you're doing.
I was. What do you mean? What I'm doing, like in general, or like here? I don't know what I'm doing here either. If that's what you're
Genuinely,
saying.
all of it. But I love it, and I assume that you know. So take it away.
Yeah. Well, good news. When you hit 25, life solves itself. So don't be scared. It just miraculously happens. Go ahead and
advice.
hit the subscribe button and use that Twitch Prime. That's some other really good advice.
That's a great life advice so far. Damien, it's crushing it.
I kind of agree with
I know,
every single thing
I
they
know the
said.
assignment. Let's see. Go ahead and use all of your schmeckles tonight on It Takes Two for Popo. That's definitely a good one.
That's good, dude.
I will be doing that personally, so you know. Let's see. Definitely keep an eye out for Quan Dual Blades. He taught me everything I know. He's the reason that I won the executive finals. So shout out to Quan Dual Blades.
That's all. And I'm assuming the reason why life fixed itself at 25.
Well, yeah, probably, but it just miraculously happened. I woke up on my 25th birthday and had arthritis, and also like all of my problems went away.
That's
and
so
like
sick.
that will happen.
Wait,
That's
it
a
kinda sounds like
guarantee.
you
I promise you
gained
guys.
a problem though.
Wait, that's so sick, dude. Yeah, no, I mean, this is really well documented. I'm surprised you haven't heard about that, Buggle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I am. Honestly, the way you just said that, I am too. I'm also surprised.
Hey, there are multiple fucking
Yes.
traps being set up right now. And the Salmon is potentially being caught in one of them. As Nocturne comes out, you'll be marked, but both flashes gone in the mid lane. Guess both of them turned 25 at the exact same time.
That's right. They're both fine. And I guess yeah, maybe one more piece of advice. I'm gonna say Buttermilk Lifestyle wins this 3-1. So if you're betting with Schmeckles, keep the one game in mind. They will drop one game. So
Okay.
it's kind of the last shout out.
That's great life advice. All of it was true. All of it was factual. There were no lies in there.
That's right.
Really
Well, thank
good.
you for having me on.
Thank you, Damien.
Thank you,
Have a good
fortune
cast.
teller Damien.
All right. Yeah.
That
I
was.
do have guests for the entire night schedule of the chance.
Do
By the way,
you
there's
fucking really?
there's no. I just had like 8. I just scrambled together 8 last minute.
The fact that you said I just scrambled together 8 in the last minute is insane. Bit of a skirmish down here in the bot lane. Nothing will happen. Back to your guests. What number was Damien? Was that 5?
I don't know. Okay? So the one thing I can't do is count.
Sure. Right.
Yeah, but
See,
it was
that
a number
little
that was
trap.
good.
That was a little trap. I was trying to see if I could get you.
I know.
By the way, Damien,
Yeah, I didn't
real
wanna-
life fortune teller, can see the future. Pretty dangerous. And we have, well pointed out, Loki, we have passed 11 minutes. It is a bloodless game.
Do you think there's no kills this game?
I think it's possible. I want to point out Sergeant Scoots, which said the first death will be at 69 minutes.
Wait, we can totally reverse engineer some kills.
and
They totally won't kill each other this game. It'll be 0-0.
Are you trying to...
They're so scared
You're
to
going to
hurt each
try and
other. Look at
socially
them.
engineer this.
Look at that. Oh, they can't even hurt each
Dubu.
other.
Dubu looked a
Gets out
little
again.
hurt.
What a surprise. I don't know why I'm doing a sassy, weird voice with it, but I am.
loved it. I think you should keep it going. There is... Oh my god, Rocket. Just barely misses it. Coalescence able to get out with the spell shield and, hey, no harm, no foul. 2 dragons, though, for Buttermilk.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting those drakes. That's a couple extra stats. Gold's pretty even, right, for the most part here, so the drakes are definitely going to help. It's also gives a lot of pressure and gives them more time if they need some time to scale up. But I really think they're really like a mid-game team. They really want to have the power threat around 15 to 21 minutes and try to just get a massive lead.
Nice steal of the plate there from Long Cannons. Dubu, do you know anything about this top lane matchup?
Yeah, they both do magic damage. Mordekaiser's super annoying. He's gonna pull someone to his
This
death
has got
realm.
to result in something. Nope.
Absolutely
He's
not.
gonna jump over the wall and be perfectly fucking fine. I mean, hey, this is a testament to these teams' abilities to play safely, negate each other. Gold is still radically even.
The top lane matchup that you're seeing, the chance, both of them are manaless, and both of them have pretty good like sustain regen abilities. Like Akali gets a good amount of health back from doing damage to things, and Mordekaiser has his W's. So it's actually what we call in the top lane just as boring as all the other top lane matchups.
I love that. That's a nice name. And
plating will fall soon.
You know, not inaccurate.
Little robot man.
Hey.
Yes, guess who licks toes? It's the chance. Thank you, little robot man. You're truly the only constant in my life.
Mm-hmm. And you've been in a
there's no other
relationship
constant.
for a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah, 48 months.
48 months with Little Robot Man. It's really beautiful. That is a long time. Little Robot Man, thank you so much for being with us. God. Both CC abilities going just a little bit wide. Everybody's fine in the mid lane.
I'm expecting the 0-0 scoreline at the end of game 1.
Okay, let's play pretend. How would things even be able to make that come about?
Talia and Nocturne show up at the exact same place at the same time to hurt the same person.
But how do you crack a Nexus without killing anyone?
You just keep pushing them back.
Okay. You keep pushing them back, and I think it's got to be some sort of like base race scenario where neither team is there to fight each other.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Could also just be like, could it be like a 1-4 scenario that, you know, they just lose a team fight and aren't killed? Out of respect. At this point. At this point, I don't know how you can get a first blood. I don't know if it's even worth it.
Yeah. Maybe they forgot to put first blood in the game.
Oh my god, is that what they did?
I think it's possible. Sergeant Scoots thinks the first death is going to happen near a tower push. Bold words coming out of Scoots here. Loki said Baron will cause a team fight. Maybe. The dragons haven't.
Okay.
All right.
Hey!
Look at that. Hold on.
There's a fight. Nope. Hang on.
And hey, folks, this is professionalism. That right there, that was just both top laners nodding their heads at each other, knowing that they could deal damage to each other. Okay, Jamie Chardonnay thinks Braum will get first blood.
I love that take.
That's good. Can I bet the first kill happens in game 2? Yes, you
can. Hold up.
Wait
That's
a
right
second.
here.
That's a low-looking Nocturne! And that's first blood! And right away action pops off all across the map as Long Cannon is gonna get stunned up. Braum looking quite low, but not out of the fight yet as Chapadas is on the run. More fighting up here near the top side of the map as Viego's gonna go over this wall, try and chase down You'll Be Marked, who pushes them away. 1-1. Both teams reminding us that they can kill. Gold pretty much.
Kill in the bot lane, kill up by the grubs. Now, the 3 grubs were still picked up by red side, so Milk can grab those, but they did not grab the first blood. That goes over to Viego. Viego able to finish that Trinity Force earlier, made him so strong in that fight. He was able to really take down Nocturne there. I think that we're going to have to remake this game because Braum did not get first blood, and we had a first-time chatter say that he should. Rewind this shit.
Yeah, unacceptable, and we are going to get our technicians right on that. But while they do that, we might as well play out the rest of this series.
Okay, Angel, just because you were watching the game and I wasn't doesn't mean you can get. Well, you know what? They got Rift Herald. Whatever. Look, it's on Nocturne.
You'll Be Marked is a trap right here as the Salmon is in a little bit of trouble. That's going to be passive proc. Viego is here, invisible, but finding 3 people on the other side of that wall, chooses to back out. Now Dragon's up for grabs again, and
Could be third Drake.
Lifestyle
Could be third Drake.
looking to add this Dragon to the batter. Maybe a
Viego's
steal?
lurking. He is lurking. It's risky, though. He might die if he decides to go in.
Yeah. I think you gotta... The rocket was a good look. Listen, Team Popo shows they want to make that a priority now, right? They thought about risking it, they didn't. They're very likely going to try and beat them there for a Dragon.
Yeah. I'm actually really glad I had so many guests come in because they stopped coming in right when the game started really happening.
That was, I gotta say, really well timed on your part.
Yeah. You know what? It was, and it was completely intentional.
Was that the last one?
Oh, no. Popo was coming in an hour.
Okay, in an hour? That's how you...
Hey, can you get this Sharp TV show up for me?
You want to watch, Hold on.
I don't think we have time. I think this is a really quick pause.
No, I think you're right, but let's just see if I'm right about it.
We could, someone trustworthy in chat send me the link of the show.
Okay, all right.
Someone's dying.
We're back. We're back. They're fighting. Very, very exciting team fight right here. Ooh, Viego in trouble on the front line is going to have to ult away. Hasul, this Braum, no mana, but they've got the auto attacks. Look, I mean, credit where credit is due. These teams are slippery.
Yeah. They're slinking and slunking around for sure.
Yeah, big
Little
slunk
pause.
energy. PPP?
Oh, PvP.
Yeah, classic. Classic, very on brand. We've got a little lane swap here. Akali probably coming into the mid lane. Yeah, the Salmon maybe in a little bit of trouble. Nice layering of the ult, the wall out. You'll be marked on their way. The Salmon
just can't swim upstream like the rest of them. He does get taken down.
because he's a bird. Difficult for birds to swim like that.
I was making a salmon reference, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Big team fight, though. Hold on. Lights go out. That's going to be Viego going down. Oh, Fear's coming through. Exhaust coming through.
Massive.
Trapato's in trouble. Oh. Huge, decisive fight there.
Jinx picks up like a small amount of constellation gold at the end of that one, but this is just showing you the power of the team being able to show up quickly with the Nocturne ultimate, with Taliyah getting there very quickly, right? They're able to travel around the map, have a lot of macro decisions, and they already have 3 dragons, so they have these extra team fight combat stats just built into them. And honestly, they look in a really healthy position to take the next one as well. Taliyah's teleport should be up for it. So should Akali, so they should have double TPs available. So their ability to kind of just get there, show up, and come in from the right angles, it's gonna be a milk show.
It absolutely is. A milk shaking it up here. Fuck me, I did forget about penguins. Penguins are a bird. Wait, penguins are birds, right? I'm not being triple tricked?
Triple tricked, no.
Okay.
Penguins are birds, bud.
Okay, all right, thank you.
For now.
For now, we're seeing what we can do. We've got our lobbyists on it. 2 minutes till this next dragon. That is going to be a fight. Only about a 4k gold spread with a Salmon. They do have a tower.
Nice
Very
wall.
nice wall. Very nice wall. Trying to dodge things here, but there's just too much damage, and I think they were trying to buy time for reinforcements, but Buttermilk was having none of that.
Straight to the grave. You're a little just slow, like, even though you have tier...
Yeah. That's going to be Coalesce ulting down onto Chapadas, who's going to make their way back to tower, but very nice use of the ult there, keeping themselves alive. Now Viego has to make their way through the blockade, but is just going to run in the other direction, finding safety onto that tower, dodging the CC as best they can. Well done there.
Wow.
No buff for you. T-posing a little bit as they came out of that teleport. I hope we see a lot more of that this game.
You like the T-pose?
I love the T-pose. It's great.
You're a TPG? Nice.
Big TPG guy.
Yeah. No, the G is the guy.
Yeah, but it's like ATM machine. TPG guy.
Yeah, I'm a TPG guy.
Top tower.
Also, I think TPG is like Top Golf or something. I don't know.
You ever been to a Top Golf?
No.
Me either.
Bottom Golfs, though.
Oh.
I've been there.
All day, every day. What are merlets?
Merlets?
Yeah. Popo, slinging bird knowledge in the chat.
Oh, God. When he gets in here later, he's going to talk about birds the entire
just
time.
gonna
They got to
talk
stop
about
picking
birds.
bird champs.
He was talking about birds to us before the stream, even.
I know. He's trying to get
nothing to do with a bit.
He's got such a goddamn agenda. Okay.
Oh.
I'm just going to pretend that it's brand new information, whatever he says to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Popoba, merlets are birds.
Are you going to
What?
say it with that tone?
Probably.
All right, it's pretty insulting, but I'll join you in that. Just kidding, Popoba. Please tell us all the bird knowledge you have.
Yeah, please.
And you're the one inviting people onto the stream.
Am I?
I'm gonna get you back next season somehow. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be elaborate and violent. Teleport coming in. We've got a dragon fight about to pop off here. This could be Soul, depending on who grabs it, but well done as the Salmon and the rest of TPP was able to lock it down. That's gonna be the Lucian ult. dropping off Braum ult as well in exchange there. Mordekaiser ult. Whoa! He got knocked over the wall. Really well from You'll Be Marked. Excellent use of terrain.
Re-engage.
Cole says, coming back in right here. Look at that re-engage. So much damage. Massive pops coming through. They found the back line. And now they're just closing it out. Huge from Buttermilk Lifestyle.
Crazy re-engage, great patience, excellent from Talia in that death realm to throw down the ultimate, flash to the other side of it, make sure they give themselves distance between them and Mord. They put them right back over the other side of the wall. They got their distance, they stayed alive, they mitigated the damage, and then they found the time to go back in. You'll be Mark calling that trigger from Nocturne to drop the lights. Everybody goes in, able to keep Lucian safe enough to deal the damage, and able to come out on top of the fight. Now, they didn't get the soul, but they might get out of count.
Look at this cohesion from Buttermilk Lifestyle. The 1-3, they send people to get the objective. They take bottom tower as well. Just constant, clear communication.
Ooh, that was close with the rocket, but not quite.
The rocket steal, they've attempted it every time. It's going to pay off eventually.
You really only needed to pay off once for like the turning point momentum of your team, because it's such an exciting moment that everyone's adrenaline spikes.
Yes.
And then you play a little bit better, and that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
now,
use it to steal Elder and then win.
They're down a lot of gold here, though.
Yes.
They're down 2 Drakes. They're down a good amount of gold.
Yes.
You know, they need a good, favorable fight where Jinx can get excited for it to begin.
Yeah, absolutely. And they did I think the rubric for that fight is there. They showed us it around Dragon. They were able to successfully zone them out. But God, that re-engage was beautiful. This smells like a trap. I'm not sure how much information TPP has of Buttermilk Lifestyle's location. They're backing out. No fight just yet. Remember when there were no kills in this game? I
do remember that. It actually was most of the game, even.
Yeah, even still.
It has kind of exploded into some excitement, though. Oh, here's another rocket to help clear the wave.
Just to show that you can.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope that all the other guests know when to come in.
All the other guests? I thought there was only one.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can't tell when you're lying to me anymore.
I hope. That's what I hope. I can't tell when I'm lying either. That's the best part.
That's a problem. That's a real problem. Oh, This will be a fun little thing. Yeah. I have an alarm that's gonna go off on my phone in 1 hour and 20 minutes for when my dishwasher's done. But I've already forgotten about it since I started it. I'll probably forget about it before it happens again, and it'll scare both of us.
Okay. And maybe chat? Chat might remember. Chat, can you remember? For you, it'll be like 1 hour 18 now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Just a bit of a heads up. Okay, no buff for you in a little bit of trouble right here. Don't know how Mordekaiser can get out of that one.
No, you go right back to the pad, and you can respawn in this game. So we should see them again at some point.
A vital aspect of League of Legends. 9:30 EST. Yeah, actually, yeah, pretty close to that. So you can't really get into the jungle at this point if you're
you're kind of locked out.
Yeah,
you gotta walk in together. You gotta be safe. They are foreshowing here, so Anivia might be able to flank right now, create a good wall, but can't quite get there in time to do it.
Yeah, you kind of gotta like steal a team fight. 15 seconds till this soul is up. Both top laners do have the teleport. Yeah, they might not have the muscle to get in there yet. Dragon is live now.
Yeah, but Mordekaiser really can't leave Akali. push is real.
Yep, look at
That
this.
also means that Kali has priority to teleport. They are teleporting right to the mid lane. Flank
yes,
these guys
they
from
are.
behind. Here comes the ult.
Lights go out, absolutely. Yolby Mark going around the back as well. That's going to be a double flank, but they are able to take out Coalescence. That's the Nocturne out of the fight, and it's going to pop off as Qual Dual Blades. Can't even say that name. Is in a lot of trouble right there. The failed flash, and they actually get the kill. 2 for 1 in favor of TPP. Doobaboo looking bad on the backside right here, as well as Mordekaiser gets the kill, the shutdown. So close. And TPP snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat right there. They get the dragon and they win the team fight. Buggle, how'd they just pull that off?
They kind of baited the team fight to happen. I think that if you're on the side of red, Buttermilk there, you don't even want Akali to teleport. Mordekaiser couldn't match you 1v1. He wasn't able to do it. You weren't going to lose the soul, right? You already had 3 dragons. They were going to take soul right there. So you could have just allowed them to come in, absorb pressure, and then choose to turn at the right time. But they choose to turn. They're not fully organized yet. Akali's teleport had just finished when Nocturne chose to ult. Here comes the greatest Braum steal of your goddamn life. Are you ready?
Well,
there could be more. There could be more.
There might be some other people involved as Yolby Mark walked up, and actually they're going to dump everything onto Yolby Mark. Wait, do they get it? Holy shit, they got it.
No.
Wait, that was Jinx! That was the rocket steal! That was the rocket steal! It happened! Oh my god! Oh my god.
My lord. Listen, this is why you always send the if it's up. This is already a banger finals. They're going to hold on to game 1.
Dude.
Oh my lord, TPP is here.
Dude. I saw 300 health on that Baron. That's how close it got.
He's named Long Cannons for a reason, dude. This dude is launching it from the...
Yeah. When Long Cannon plays basketball, they only shoot half-court shots. It doesn't matter at
Their
what
team
point
is
in the game.
Sick of it, though.
Yeah.
Their team is pissed. It's not good shot. They don't have a basketball player.
No.
It's one of the reasons why it's a terrible tactic. They're not that tall or strong.
But they
do it every
League of
time.
Legends.
They're great at League of Legends.
Yeah, so I mean that was now this is always a really interesting part of League, right? Because what a moral's the wrong word, but I'm going to say it anyways. What like a moral victory, right? Just a spiritual victory, momentum-wise, the team's got to be feeling
Yeah, that's
good.
the big word, right? Momentum's the huge word there. Now all of a sudden you have Baron, right? So you can hold on to the pressure, and you feel pretty darn good. And when you feel good, you play better.
Absolutely. You're strutting. Although, Dooboo in a great spot. Oh, wait, no, they have been seen. They have been seen here.
Yeah.
But the reality is they're still down 4,000 gold and 1 dragon. But let's see if they care, because now they've had two victories back to back. So you're right, they do have got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
The Baron means they will take at least a tower or 2 right here in the mid lane. Scared of long cannons because they get excited from the tower destruction. And that in a team fight is going to be really big, especially with their items finished or building their 4th item right now. So Talia's not there, but is looking for a wall behind. They're actually looking to engage in it.
Yes,
Here's
they
the wall.
are. Absolutely. The wall goes forward and they cut off their retreat, but they're not pulling the trigger just yet. This invisibility from Viego doing mad work here, as the kids would say. But Dooboo telegraphing what their role in this team fight is going to be as it pops off. What a pick right there. I mean, that was just circumstance. Brilliant wall. And they are seizing this opportunity, ripping through turrets, breaking the base well before Buttermilk has been able to do so for theirs. Do they end right here? I think they're thinking about it.
Talia's behind. They do have Braum still up. Can block some stuff onto this tower. That's what they're doing right now. They're looking for something right now behind.
Yolby Mark not able to land that CC. Dooboo goes in, but just met immediately with violence from Viego as they're taken out. Yolby Mark pushed off as well. Long cannons finding themselves in the 1v1, looking quite low. The minions don't do it, and neither does the 3-pointer. Rocket goes wide here, but they've got another wave. They're pushing. They could end this right now. They were down. They were down. They weren't down in gold until just a second ago. The Nexus, it's exposed. Now they're free hitting on it. They're turning. Team Popo. How did they even do it? But they won. They won.
God, this is a dangerous series if this is how game 1 goes, Legends. This is dangerous. BML looking like they were going to take that no problem, but the single Baron take that little dragon fight, and all of a sudden Team Popo take game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I like, what a reversal of fates right there, just for posterity's sake, grabbing that. for the VOD. We're getting right into game 2. That was crazy. I mean, that game, if we look at it from the beginning, was 16 minutes of relative peace, right? Nobody dies. Both teams, gold, dead even. And then the next 10, 15 minutes after that is a Buttermilk lifestyle chokehold. They run the map, they get all the dragons, they're winning all the fights. And then, literally off of just 2 fights, they win the dragon fight, they get their second dragon, they go and get Baron, they secure it with the Jinx, they group up in mid lane, push it down mid, off of 1 pick, they win the fucking game. I mean, these are old heads here. That is some dangerous League of Legends.
Yeah, big payout for a lot of people. Apparently Angel making 80. Also, I just got to correct chat really quick. I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it out. Real deathmatch, you got to be nice to everybody and chill. This is a loving league where we all love each other and support each other and make each other feel good. It's like negative comments, they're not fun for people, so we don't do them. We kind of be like, hey, don't do that. So I'm calling you out right now. We're going to fix it together. We're going to have way more fun tonight, trust me. All right, LeChance. I think game 2, all you have to do is end the game before you start losing the team fights.
Interesting strategy. I've heard about this before, and I think that both teams should try it.
Okay, not bad. Well, I think, hang on, wait, let me correct you on that one. I think Team Popo should try getting a lead first.
Oh, okay.
I think that they should just try not dying 13 times early, right? And then that will be better for them. Also, it might not matter. They seem to kind of be very calm. They had really good plays. Viego was being super smart with when he was going invisible. It's hard to read.
Yeah, I mean, I really think this is one of those games where you just like go back and you're like, okay, both teams can be really confident that they can beat their opponent, and you just go back and you say, okay, we're going to play game 2. We're going to try and wipe game 1 from our memory. I think that's important kind of for both teams to do, is just to fully reset. This is a 5-game series. You know, we're not at the rubber match yet. This is just, as far as everyone's concerned, another best of 1.
That's right. This is another best of 1, except that this game, whoever loses, I will randomly ban someone from their team as a joke.
Sick. I love this. And that's a permanent ban, right? Never able to participate again in the LBLCS?
Never, ever again. In fact, they're going to go up in the Hall of Shame.
Good. We're starting that.
We're starting that now, yeah.
I thought we
just opened up our trophy case.
Yeah. I thought we kind of all talked to you about that when we said that would be a bad idea. But we're going to go ahead and sort of do that anyway.
I did this whole thing where I ignored everyone's words.
Yeah. I think the vote
was
like
I wanted.
25-1.
Yes, I was outnumbered, but I value my own vote more than 25. I can't even get through this without.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you take this caster compliment from the Salmon, because the Salmon says they need better self-esteem.
After this early game, listen. Here's the cool thing that you did that no one else could really do. You really died like 6 times. You really went like 0-6, not 0-3, because you're playing Anivia. So I want you to think about how glorious your comeback was. Okay? You rose from the egg ashes into becoming the true definition of a phoenix. You truly came out and carried that game. And yeah, could your mid lane opponent make way bigger walls than you? And were they a human that could dance around and look cooler when they did it? Absolutely. Did it matter? A lot in the early game because you died a lot. Did it matter late? No, because you prevailed, Salmon. How was that?
I really liked that. I think that was good. My favorite part about that is that it had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, well,
you know, you really approached that from every possible angle. And speaking of angles, I'm going to send you this link.
I'm really into links. Sausage links,
Yep.
Discord links,
Ocarina
draft
of
links.
Time.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Hey, I got upset with Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Very upset. And I can't go into it right now. I'm gonna have a special guest come on right now to talk about it. Come on in, Oba.
Really?
No, I was just hoping he was listening and that we would like wait long enough.
All right. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, that's the thing now. You don't know if I'm really pulling something.
I don't.
Right?
I don't.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Tell him why Ocarina of Time is not the best Zelda.
Because I haven't played it.
You get that the chance?
Fair.
Answer that.
I actually haven't either. I just remembered that Link was in it. And so I said the name. But really quickly, I want to thank Alex Daichu for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. Oh, and I want to thank these teams for staying on the same side. That makes my life a lot easier.
Popo, you have a request?
I need to get a beverage, I think.
Yeah,
you
that's
have been, by showing your face, it's sort of like, if you are on the stream, you are available to be tagged by any of these Twitch things. Yeah. So their Buttermilk Lifestyles run. This whole draft is exactly the same so far.
Yeah, they haven't changed anything. In fact, no one's changed anything.
Why would you?
So far.
Everything worked
For both teams, really.
Yeah.
Like, actually, though, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if they're going to stick again with Milio here. Or if they were like, hey, it was actually tough. Here comes a Mel. This was taken off the table in bans last time, but not until second round is when it got taken off. An early Mel take.
Yes. Mel wasn't in last game. Mel was not in last game.
No, Mel was banned away. Kane is more irritating for your carries than a Viego, but less crazy with the transitioning of jumping inside of the bodies of people. I guess he still jumps inside the bodies of people.
Yeah.
But he doesn't take them over.
Pretty similar styles. Which I mean, hey, that's fine. Last game was hype as fuck. You think early game probably not identical, right? That was
no, there's gonna be more blood.
I think it's gonna be longer before the first one.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you schedule it?
No.
Oh. You might want to pencil it in right now before we get too far. In the
I'll
draft,
wait till we get closer.
All right.
No! Oh, God.
A personal affront to Buggle, locking in.
You know what? I normally don't. I normally have like a small bias for win, but after an Annie lock in them, I hope Team Popo crushes them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Buggle has thrown all rationale. I
might need to sit down for this game.
I guess I'll take the Buttermilk side then. I hope
Oh,
Buttermilk
no, I got
wins
that.
this one.
If you
got
don't
this
want
one?
to, I'm so hardcore
I'm
Buttermilk fan right now. I will not even pretend to be unbiased.
Love it. Lay it on us. What makes you a fan?
I mean, real talk, we just scrimmed them so much this season. Like, Coffee House and Buttermilk, best friends forever. We named some of our plays after their players based on our response to how we played against them in game. I'm not gonna reveal any strats.
Sure.
Wow.
But yeah, no, they're just the goats.
That's sick as fuck, and I love that. That's really beautiful.
And you know, if they win, because we also won, so it's kind of like best scrim partners North America kind of angle.
Rufu's gonna bet 40K on Milk on this game on God. Just as a heads up. I don't know if that was as a result of your
How
rant.
can you put it on Milk and on God? Pick one.
They're gonna find.
You know
out.
what? No, I'm making the prediction and I'm making a prediction. God. So you could put it either on Milk or on God, but you can't do both.
Okay.
Can't do both. I did lose 25K on game one. I did. You know.
Where's your
offer that
fortune
up.
at nowadays?
I'm sitting at 140 right now.
Whoa, dude! You're pretty flush.
honestly, I like got to 200 in like my first or second season, just like throwing it all on the side that has the odds every single time.
Uh-huh.
And then I've been slow rolling it since.
I like that.
It's just been like slow trickle in and out.
Yeah, you're just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've been banned from every betting app that there is. Every game.
Pre-banned.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
That's a lot of Twitch channels. So are you banned from low budget LCS?
Not from all DraftKings and all those.
Mm-hmm.
They banned me.
Because you were too good.
No, actually, I'll read the reasoning. Too many annoyances, no meaning behind them. That's what it said. So, what the hell I did?
Oh, I have one right here, actually. It says, you can't bet on which goblin's gonna win in a sumo wrestling match.
I don't understand why not. That's what I don't get. They didn't explain why not. They just said you can't. I hate that. Explain yourself. God damn it.
Hey, Buggle? You're gonna do
Yeah.
your fucking job.
Yeah. I omitted God. 'cause I didn't want people to
Okay.
get upset.
I heard the
Fine.
typing as soon as I said hey, Buggle. Did you include Little Freakos? All right. Well, they know what this is about by this point. Wow, yeah, 40K dropped right away on
And
Buttermilk.
it is indeed by the boy.
Roof
He didn't
roof.
lie. He didn't lie.
No, on God. You know?
On God.
On
No Timo throwing. I agree.
Buggle is
Yes.
who's Michael Vick? As someone who is completely non-
Michael Vick
sports
was a
build.
quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles who into dogfighting.
Yes, got into a lot of trouble for that, I believe. Went to prison?
I think they put him in. Yeah, let me look up the penitentiary actually. Yeah, dog pound penitentiary. Yep. That's what they put him in. I guess it's a sick, twisted joke.
Ooh, I'm excited to see the Coalescence Pantheon. I don't know that I've seen that.
That should be quite exciting. Coalescence was on, were they on Nocturne last game?
They were on Nocturne last game, yes.
So more
So
big mobility, big, map traveling ults.
yeah,
They've
big
got-
mobility.
Very easy to hit CC on Pantheon Annie. Like really easy follow up. We've stunned you. We've stunned you again. Brahma's now hit you. You're stunned again.
Mm-hmm.
But it is mostly single target. Annie has some AoE stuns, but for the most part, their CC here is single target.
Yeah, I'm worried about Team Popo. They don't have they don't have frontline really at all. Because you have the Shen, but ideally your Shen is like, hanging out side lane, CSing it up, and then, ooh, I need to ult, throws it down on top of your carry's head, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
If Shen isn't there, it's really hard for them to get space other than Zyra.
What do you guys think Buttermilk was trying to pull off draft-wise by selecting red side, and do you think that they did that?
Wow.
Or was that
I think it gave him prio for the dragon pit. I think they got the dragons. I think it was in their favor, and I think they just like it for draft strength. I think that they got countered a little bit with the early Mel pick from the side of Popo. I didn't think that, or maybe they didn't think that it was coming necessarily. So that might be where the small confusion in draft was, where you see them kind of pause for a second. But yeah, I think that's why I took red.
Okay. I think that makes
Also,
a lot
I
of
made
sense.
them. I also requested that they
There
take
it
red.
is. There it is. Thought you might have forced them. Youngster Joey, you lost 250,000 schmeckles this season. Was that a real accurate number? Have you been meticulously keeping your books? And if so, Tell us how.
Yeah, how do you keep an emote book? I want to know. I do think one of the reasons they picked red, just to go back to the question, is their top laner for Buttermilk, is how I'm going to pronounce their name, is really good. Like, probably one of the best players on the roster, even though I think all of the players on the Buttermilk roster are incredible. By the way, Buggle, you gotta glaze Team Popo as hard as I glaze Buttermilk, just so we keep things
I
even.
sound like my middle schoolers
Balancing
tonight. I'm
all
losing my
things.
shit with this vocab. All right, okay. Yeah, I'll glaze them.
Oh, I'm gonna come up with.
Oh, I could make it. You want me to bring it back to the 90s? I could do that too. I exist on
Unless
the
you could do,
edges
like-
of generations.
Unless you do like 96.7, you know?
Yeah, I can do 96, 97. Yeah.
Popo, don't worry about it. Buggles, Delulu, you just keep slaying, all right? No cap.
Yeah, for real.
No one can see my eyeballs, but if you could see my eyeballs, just so you know.
You've ripped them out of your head.
There's a lot of movement. That's say. Yeah. Best name on their team. What do you think?
On either team?
Also, how would you pronounce Kane's name?
Uh,
Go ahead, Chance. You first.
okay, I will.
Sure.
No problem.
You have 3 seconds to think about it.
Kane.
Shit. How would you pronounce the summoner?
Well, sorry, we're going question for question. How would you pronounce the summoner's name?
Can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can.
Popo, what do you think?
Sorry, my brain completely blanked because I was eating some of my green goo. Can you restate the question?
Oh, the green goo. That's a big reset.
Hang on, let me see if I can...
Jungkook Senpai. Jungkook Senpai.
Were you able to copy and paste it into something?
Copy and paste it. How could I? You're streaming to me.
Jungkook Senpai?
Wow.
That's definitely a reference to a boy band called BTS. I don't know if you're familiar, Buggle, or if your kids have told you about it.
What?
What's happening?
What?
Who am I?
Wait,
Don't
what?
even worry about it. There's a very popular Korean boy band, and
Keep going.
Jungkook is the name of the youngest member.
Okay.
Is that BTS?
It is BTS, yes.
I was asking very earnestly. Thank you for answering earnestly.
Did they? Is there more to the BTS? Like, does it stand for something BTS, or they just picked three?
BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan. I think I'm pronouncing that, okay, in my whiteness. Which it translates to Bulletproof Boy Scouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang, that's
a
pretty
good name.
awesome. I really
That's a
like
good
that.
name.
If
Also,
anyone had
fucked
explained that to me earlier, I actually may have looked a little bit more into them. That's cool.
Why don't they wear like bulletproof vests more?
I'm kind of shocked you've never heard of them because they are extremely popular.
No. I've heard of them, but I haven't really listened to any of their music. I think I've listened to a few things, but nothing is like.
Aren't you freaked out by music though, LeChance? Don't you get nervous in the middle of songs?
Well, first of all, it's extremely scary. All music is extremely scary because it makes you feel things and things that I didn't decide to feel. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I do think that all musicians are witches. And I try to burn them.
Not only is that true, but this is something I meant to bring up earlier too. This is crazy, but there's a lot of games that go on when you're playing the LBLCS. One of them is control over chat channels because you have to play in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
So in game 1, it was indeed your winners that have usurped Channel 7, which was the previous team that was playing in there. So you've got some beef going on in the chat. I'm sure if you were tuning in right there, you can see the Chance's screen. But yeah, they're playing for Channel 7. That's what this game. There's a clear indicator. If anyone cheats, takes Channel 7 ahead of them, they'll be banned. Winner of Game 2 gets Channel 7. That's the deal. That's
okay.
Big.
Deal.
That's big.
Deal is done.
That's big. I'm gonna edit both channel team names right now to say Channel 7.
Will it let you do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Buggle's about to break their palms, and then they're gonna pause, and it's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be really good.
I just had to add a period after. All right, now they're both in Team 7. They don't even... Idiots.
They don't
Winner
even
of
know.
game 2 gets Channel 7. All right. Okay. Cool. This is oh yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll be tracking that stat as well.
Game seems pretty chill. We're not that far in. But Steam seems chill, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what's the first blood timer looking like for you guys right now?
21, 22.
I think something's gonna happen at 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
5 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay. So we got 5 minutes and 12 seconds, and then Buggle, you want to be a little clear? Clear?
Do I want to be more clear? Me?
Yeah, you said 22.
21, 22.
21, 22.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. What's up, Lucia? Okay.
So,
all right. Logged. Pop.
Whoever closer gets my soul.
Boa.
I don't have possession of my soul, so whoever is
Yeah.
closer just obtains possession. I'm not losing anything.
It's a
for
better
this.
deal for you no matter what. Especially
Absolutely, 'cause I would-
considering what
who has it?
currently, holds your soul.
Yeah.
Okay, I've written that down on this legal pad of paper that, I shouldn't try to say people's names.
Loki's over here roasting me again.
Yeah, Loki's really on their game tonight. Okay, lol, I'm here. Says 8:45. I'm writing these down, folks. Everyone gets one guess. And the sooner you guess, the more legit you look. I don't want someone...
Yeah, if you wait a while, you're dumb.
You're dumb. Exactly.
Hang on.
Hero. Okay. I wish
So
we
we've
could
got-
just give out Schmeckles, because I would do that for this.
So I said 512.
420 is a
Bubble said
crazy
what?
guess.
21.
It's like a couple seconds away.
Dude, Sergeant Scoots is out of their mind. Wait a
Straight-
second.
oh,
Wait
might
a
be right,
second,
though.
Sergeant Scoots. All right.
no.
All right. We're
Damn, he had us.
straight up sorry for doubting you.
He had us though.
Okay, Rufu. A clean 5. Clean 5 minutes.
Wow. Trying to price is
Undercut.
right me, I see.
Hey, don't, they're just playing the game. Don't hate the player at the game.
Can I just let you guys know that occasionally I'll go to a pizza place that is in the same town that I work in, and they always have the Price is Right playing, and they always have just today's newspaper there, and I feel like it's like a blast from the past every time I go in there. It's great.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
Bubble, you said 22, 21?
Yep.
21, 22.
21, 22. Thank you. See,
Yeah.
like steel trap.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, I'm
I
writing
got
it down.
y'all.
My
Check
memory's
this out.
good.
There we go. Boom.
Oh, shit. What have you done? Oh, shit. I tried to click on it. Sorry. My bad. My bad, everybody else.
I'm voting for mine, obviously.
I'm obviously voting for mine because it's right.
57. I'm writing down everybody's in the chat, so we'll have... Oh, Shaman Stone God.
By the way,
910.
it can't be 512. It's already 5:30.
Hey, dude.
Well, it took me a while to type that up, okay? I was waiting for everyone to get their guesses in.
Too low. I'm gonna actively miss talking about this game because I'm gonna be writing this down. Little
It's
robot,
okay.
man, I got you.
We got Dooba 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 hanging out in the top lane. Luna Hassel clearing a Pink Ward and Drake Pit. No buff for you. Just going to be farming it up on the Shen. Meanwhile, Quan Dual Blades getting a little poke down onto the long cannons. You know, just a lot of good trading. A good, wholesome trading that you love to see.
Cryptid, you got one? Thank you. Thank you for picking up the slack. Okay, I think I got everybody's down.
How am I the only one who's voted for 2122? Is it Price is Right rules too?
I think it's just a reflection of how bad your ideas are.
Really? Because my idea was 2122, which feels like a smart idea.
When Buggle's right, it's going to be crazy.
Here's the thing:
Jeez,
is
listen.
that every time he says, basically, anytime any bullshit comes out of his mouth, it's always a long shot. But he will be right eventually. Okay, dragon fight is happening right here.
They're not
Dubu's
gonna
alive.
kill anyone. No one's gonna kill anyone over this fight because it's not even close to the time they kill him.
They're going for the steal. Nice.
Back it up. No fighting.
You don't
Back
want
it up.
any fighting for another.
They can shoot the shit with each other. A little water cooler slapping.
Right.
But
You know how.
thank
they
you.
do.
Someone else voted on it. Thank you.
I think this is very similar to game 1, with the notable exception that I think this time they have the Vlad in the back pocket as their sort of like scaling insurance for Buttermilk.
Well, he's literally stealing their blood, so it's a good champion to have.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that he'll still get blood even if he deals damage to Shen's armor? Where's the blood coming from?
Because Shen's armor is kind of like, he's such a cool, like, ninja monk
What
that,
the
like,
fuck are
he
you
kind of just
saying?
protects his body. He's like, yeah, protect my body with my secret sword. That's what he says. He says those words.
I love Long Cannon's willingness
He
to
ulted-
just throw ults away.
He threw that
was
out for
ult
a cannon minion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, it's a Long Cannon. He's gonna get the cannon from
Absolutely.
The long range.
It's smart. It's his name. It's in his name.
Cryptid 845's already taken. So you got to pick a different time.
9-10's the winner.
9-10 is the winner. Did you?
Yeah.
Such a bad guess. It's crazy to me.
Okay.
It's not even close to 20 minutes. If the kill happens exactly at 9:10, I'm deleting DLC.
All of it?
Yeah. Right now in the middle of stream.
Yeah.
How long do you think that will take you?
3 seconds.
Okay. Probably couldn't get to your home and
Yeah,
stop.
you can get rid of the server
that
pretty
time.
quick.
Yeah, so I hope it's not 9:10. That would be a real shame. Also, not 8. These are bad guesses.
All right. Well, actually, if everyone could cool it for maybe 22 seconds, that would be really awesome. Okay,
Yeah, I'd like to still
okay,
have a
wait,
job.
hold on. Salmon, you have to
Oh.
live. Salmon, keep running.
Okay. Goody.
Okay.
Goody.
Hey, well done.
Jesus.
We weren't worried.
Yep.
We
Look
weren't
who's
worried.
right. Look who's probably going to be right. I'm the closest without going over at this point.
You
Y'all are
actually-
doomed.
You are
Y'all are
not
doomed.
wrong.
deeply upsetting.
Wait, is going over guessing too short? Because that makes
Uh-oh.
sense to me vibes-wise.
Flash away, but
Oh.
Coalescence coming down, and just Flash is burned. Beautiful. Buggle marching towards his eventual 21 minutes and 22 seconds first blood.
Listen, you want to be like me, just create a league, yell whatever you want, and tell people what's going to happen because you can predict the future. If you want to be like me.
Ooh,
Wait,
nice.
hang on.
ult.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah, I guess.
How can I predict the future?
Just start doing it.
It's a good
You can't
clarifying
predict the
question.
future if you don't say anything.
Predict doesn't mean be right.
Yeah, it's true. I did not say be right about your prediction. I just said do it.
Loki's. Oh, yeah,
Constantly
sorry.
predicting the
Loki's
future.
is 1357, so Loki is still good.
You know what? That's a respectable guess because it's at least double digits, but it is still wrong.
You know what? All right, here's my new guess. 5-5-12 was just me misreading the ether. 51 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not going to let
That's a better
everyone
guess.
reset their guesses, but we are going to let you reset your guesses.
Can I just be really
because
clear?
that's
That's a
good.
great guess. That's a great guess.
Thank you. I am to please, you know? It's
And by
that's
the
what I
way,
do.
if that's right, you can't have my soul.
Buggle,
Absolutely, you can have it.
Nice.
Are you just applauding the later the guesses? Is that...
What? No,
if-
that's ridiculous.
What if I said I think First Blood's going to happen at 71 minutes?
Oh, it's a good guess. The chance.
Okay.
You'd probably be right.
I just wanted to be sure. However, Dubu...
Yeah, but we've seen this like 5 times.
Yeah, that's true. But have we
Uh-oh,
seen
here's-
this 5 times? The Salmon... Wait a
Ooh.
second. Wait a second.
So easy. To get out of
Lives
this stuff.
through
Oh,
it.
Maybe not actually.
Tibbers.
Tibbers,
Good job.
Tibbers is,
Good job.
is a bear.
Up next,
You guys-
our next guest, Michael Jordan.
What?
Oh, dang. Is that in budget? I don't think he
Famously,
cleared that with
Michael
Mercer.
Jordan loves to gamble, and a soul being on the line. I mean,
He does love to gamble. It's very true about him.
I didn't watch that documentary, but when that documentary came out, everybody was talking about it, and that's the only thing I gleaned.
That's not how I know he loves to gamble.
Interesting. Is it because
Yeah.
Michael Jordan currently owns your soul?
No, because he actually just bet that the first kill is at 2022.
Oh.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
Dragon?
So
You
what
undercut
happens
me
if-
by a minute.
They're going in for it. They don't get the steal, though. That's going to be... Oh, my God. He gets out. Wait a second. Oh, Long Cannons is going to maybe go down. That's the exhaust, and that's the kill. Timer. I think it was 12:22.
God damn it, Loki. You piece of shit.
Well done, Loki.
Fine, Loki. You can have my soul.
The prize of one Buggle's soul.
Worth the weight of several frog souls.
Several frog souls. Annie ult has been dropped, and now, as is tradition, now that one person has
Everyone
died,
can die.
everybody can die.
Finally, it's allowed.
I have the Twitch streams open up so I can see chat, but I also have the Discord stream, and my brain is dying right now.
What the hell?
Sounds
Why is it
not
smelly?
Between the two?
Why is it
I mean,
smelly?
I feel like we knew that was gonna happen. You
My
fool around
soul?
with Dewey too much.
That's true. Also, is it because of the bucket of goo that me and Popo are sharing? Because I didn't
Actually, I
get
wanna
that
see
any
if
on
I
my
can-
soul.
if I can get chat to hear the bucket of goo. I don't think it's coming through the mic. Is it coming through?
I can hear a little bit of sloshing. It was a little bit of sloshing in a way that made me think like your lips were mashing on mac and cheese.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What did I do that soul? Absolutely nothing. Okay, I've never owned it.
Never.
My mom got Rumpelstiltskin, but or
Oh.
whatever.
Dude,
She got
I'm,
totally booped early on.
I'm really sorry
That's
to
rough.
hear that, man. Yeah, you know,
I mean,
a lot of
everything.
parents, it's actually really disappointing that the American educational system doesn't cover Rumpelstiltskinning as much as it should.
They should cover it more.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
That's
actually,
why I'm in there trying to fix it.
unfortunately, there's going to be a tons of courses on it. Now, Long Cannon's in a little bit of trouble right here as they are boxed in on all sides. The Zyra ult gets dropped down. But Zyra is not long for this world. Buttermilk lifestyle making a moment for themselves down there in the bot lane.
No, they're not. No caster curses here. They're just playing the game totally normal. It's completely even. Listen, I thought last game my Schmeckles were so safe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were so
Of course you did.
so incredibly safe after seeing they were like 7,000 gold up. They're on Soul Point. It's Infernal Soul. It goes great for their composition. And then Team Popo just, I mean, oh my god.
That was an all-timer, for sure.
It's about knowing when you're strongest, and Team Popo being the team that respects me and is secretly in my back pocket this in games. You know, they're gonna do it because they know when they're strongest. They know they're not strongest early. They're gonna lose a little bit early. They're gonna miraculously win in the last moment from another Jinx Rocket steal on Baron. That's all that there is.
I will say, Damien did say that Buttermilk Lifestyle was going to lose one game.
That's
It's
true.
true.
Which looks really smart if
Yeah.
they lose the first game, but really dumb if they lose the second. Wow. Wow, still went down.
Crazy.
That's why I don't like Annie, by the way. If anyone wants to know why I was upset about the Annie pick earlier.
Didn't any get like adjusted recently? Like
It'll
not
never be
necessarily
enough for
buff or
Bungle.
nerf, but like tweaked.
Listen, I've said this about 100 times on stream, but after this fight, I'll say it again.
Well, you can start right now because it's over.
Great. Old Annie used to be able to bind all of Annie's spells onto T or any other button, so that when you started playing against an Annie, they could cast everything simultaneously, which would absolutely stun you. And as long as it was in range, it was a point and click, so all of the things would actually hit you too, and you would just die. So my first experience with Annie was just people pushing one button and killing me over and over again. And that's why I don't like little girls.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And it does.
Annie has been adjusted to have more damage in her abilities and less in Tibber. Okay, so...
Unless pen and tibbers. All right, I think there's some construction happening around me, so I'm gonna need to mute for a second.
Why don't you
Sure.
still join him? He's a Viking, right?
I mean, I can leave the microphone on if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go. Actually, can you give
It
some of the
dep-
construction
It depends
items?
on what they're building.
Oh,
Whoa!
God.
A lot of burst damage coming through. Salmon getting a
feel
shield. Shen's coming through. Everyone is showing up here. Salmon's
Oh my
gonna
God.
make it out of there, though.
But no health for Drake.
Yeah, this dragon looking clean and dandy for Buttermilk. But we've all literally been exactly here before. Let's
Kane also
see.
very good at stealing.
Kane is good at stealing. Let's see if Kane can go for it. They're dropping the ult. Wait, there's the rocket. Oh my god, I saw
my lord.
73.
3 HP.
That was
Yeah.
nuts. That was nuts.
Just like it was drawn up.
Okay.
You drawing the future now?
Yeah.
Popo, what you gotta understand is that he's wrong a lot, but he makes so many guesses. He's right sometimes. Which,
What's scary is how right I am.
yeah. Yeah, the prophet, Damien, me, has spoken. BMLS will win the next 3 games. I gotta say, I agree with what you guys said. Winning game 1 losing game 1 is the best game to lose. If you're gonna lose one of them.
If Damien is right, Damien is required to come on here and give us a lottery number.
I like that. A lottery number.
Yeah, just one.
3.
Okay, I don't know if that.
You're not Damien, so no one put down 3.
How many?
You gotta be.
Are
Now
all lotteries
3-1.
the same amount of numbers? That can't be right. You can probably tell. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, we don't do the lottery, the chance.
Okay, you and I don't.
Me and you don't. Nope.
Yeah, that is true.
We're not.
Wait,
We got
didn't
banned from all the apps.
Didn't we buy a ticket together?
Did we buy a lottery ticket together?
Yeah, like
No,
years ago.
I've only
we
once
were in that
bought like a
gas
couple
station that
scratch
was
offs.
also a liquor store.
That was a cool gas station.
Huh?
Did we
have
buy a
cat?
lottery ticket? No, we
Did
bought
it
like
have a
scratch
cat?
offs or something. I think.
Maybe.
Did it have a cat?
Maybe that. Look at this engage. I mean, how do you do? Hootie ha, hootie ho.
They said, put that bear away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Put that bear in your pocket.
Do you think Quan Dual Blades will play people who do wield things the entire time?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so.
So far,
What
yes.
other champions?
Misfortune.
dual wield?
Misfortune.
Misfortune.
Yon.
Yep.
The synchronicity there was peak.
Third champion that I'm thinking of that has. I mean, Lucian's right there,
Draven.
right?
Good call out.
Draven is a
Draven,
great call.
Really
out.
good one, Rufu. Well done. Dude,
I mean,
oh,
just Jinx technically, like, she has her fish bones and her
Kane
zapper,
wants
right?
this. Kane wants this. Jinx
He
traps
might
land.
die.
Look at Coalescence coming around from the backside right here.
Great.
Very nice out, but just right in time for You'll Be Marked to showing up. There's the
Oh,
flash.
no.
There's everything else being bound onto T and taking him out of the fight. That is probably the end of the skirmish with such a low tower. Unless, do we have
Mellow.
ult here? There it is. Yes, indeed, the tower. It still stands till the minions. Will they lay it low? Yes.
Yes.
That minion does it. What a hero.
Yeah. Hold on, what's going on? Are me and you in sync?
It's very possible. Some ults being dropped right here. Dubu going under into a little blood pool right there. No buff for you. Maybe a little bit too deep. The Salmon on the run. Tried to flash the slow, actually.
Nice.
Wow, good teamwork. God, Vladimir. Pretty annoying.
Yeah, Dabubu really creating a lot of boo-boos. The other team right there.
Well done.
Sucking out their blood, kicking their butt. War Leader says, no boo for you. That's, he says, it's pronounced like sorry, no boof. This is what War Leader wants me to say.
No boof for you?
No boof
Ooh.
for you.
No boof for you.
It's pronounced like the letters above Vladimir's name on the right of your. This is what War Leader thinks it's pronounced like.
No, I think they might be referring to Shen's name.
They're definitely referring to Shen's name.
Nope, because I was talking about Tabubu. They didn't clarify, so this is what we're calling him.
Huh. Okay. Well, I don't quite know what we do about that.
Nothing.
He says it's true. He says it's true. Forget you guys.
All right. Well, I suppose we're bound by the infernal contract which we made with this Twitch channel.
Another prediction I made it
Chapato's
again.
in some
that's
trouble
true.
right here. Wow! Everything thrown at that plant lady. So they take her
I
out.
love. Oh.
What
Yeah,
do you
take her out. Get a nice bottle of wine. You know.
Take her
Take her
out. Just go to a museum. See some sights.
Turn
Here's
inside
I
or
love
out.
downtown.
I love it. I mean, I get very annoyed when Lucians get to engage fights by ulting, because I'm like, that's a carry. They shouldn't get to engage. But it's totally valid, and Lucian can do it. I just don't like it.
Here's the rocket. It does not connect. Oh my god, they fucking stole it! Oh my god, they fucking stole it. And the script continues, folks. Dare I remind you, this is pretty close to how game 1 went.
It was a very similar score with a very similar gold lead and an exactly identical dragon count.
Drake situation,
And-
yeah.
Pretty similar champs too. However, no wait. Did Buttermilk were the ones to get Akshan last game too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone took it last game, did they?
Oh,
No, they
look
did.
at Pantheon.
Oh, no.
Look at Pantheon. Vladimir on the backside right there. That's going to be a lot of damage, and they're
Oh my
actually
God.
going to find a lot of success there on the... Ooh, Chapato's taken down. I think that is going to be most of the team taken out. Only Kane left up. Okay, I think it was 12-0 last game, and now it's 3-4-2. Was it 12-2?
I
It was
don't
like
remember.
13-2, yes.
We
Now
should've-
it's 14-3.
We should have kept more meticulous notes.
I think it was
Well, it is
7K.
recorded. It's recorded.
And we got pretty good notes.
that.
It's not good that
Also,
me and you are
Bungle,
already
this is a
yawning in
reminder
game
that your
2.
dishwasher is going to be done in 29 minutes and 16
Oh,
seconds.
it's the chances. It's the chances. I don't have a dishwasher.
Oh, LeChance, sorry.
Oh.
My bad.
Dude, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll remind you when it's actually time.
I had fully fucking forgotten. Genuinely, if you had asked me if I even had a dishwasher, I would have told you no. Kaisa shoots from both palms. Thulam. That's a really interesting point. Kane, maybe in some trouble.
Are there any like non-ADC champs that dual wield that could be fun? Like the Shen dual wield technically?
Well,
Or is it
Yone.
just one blade? Yone? Okay.
Another friend.
My
For real?
dishwasher has a little timer on it. Hold on a second. Mr. Wiki, the newest investor in the low-budget LCS with an incredible name. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our community. Welcome to this finals. As a fight is going to break out right here. Kane in a lot of trouble, but he's going to find safety inside the heart and soul of Braum. That's a three-man knockup. Incredible. They're going to capitalize on the moment as they go for Coalescence. Coalescence taken down. That's a shutdown. A flash forward. That's another shutdown. Onto the Jinx. Is this... Add to the Baron! Oh my god!
I'm getting
Wait a
flashbacks.
second. Who is writing the fucking scripts? If they secure this,
Me, and I told you that would happen.
I
Exactly
don't
as it
know.
did
Scribbling
last
them
game.
in crayon.
truly, I do not fucking know what I will do. This is incredible. They are almost identically. You'll be marked flashing over the wall. They're not going to let fate happen again. Oh, they get taken out. Do they have enough health to finish this? Baron?
Wait. Tibbers.
Tibbers is gone, and they are going to secure the Baron. Lock and load, motherfuckers. Buckle your motherfucking seatbelts. It is happening again. It's happening again, back to back. The exact same fucking thing. They were down all game, and then they won a fight, and then they took Baron. What? Ugh. Okay.
Listen, you can rewind. I've been calling it since the start of this game. Exactly identical Okay.
I just want to check in with Papoa. Papoa, how are you feeling right now?
I didn't bet Schmeckles on this game.
Okay.
I'm feeling quite nervous because I want my boys to win, you know?
Right.
I want them to take down the dub, and I am getting flashbacks. I love the look from You'll Be Marched. I think Flash Tibbersing over the wall was the correct choice there. Sure, it maybe didn't quite turn out how you wanted, but that is the move you have to make.
Totally. No, that was really good luck.
I think this game, you just got to get Vladimir involved
wait,
in
Rocket's
some of these
going on to
mid-lane
the-
fights.
Yeah, here he comes.
Right here from Molt, but look at Lucian coming in from the side.
Calling.
Cannon's taking a lot of damage. Chapato's trying to body block. The
DP.
teleport's going to come through. Look at those low health bars. That's a double kill. Holy shit. Wait a second. Long Cannons is excited. The zap lands. Oh, I saw a teleport coming down to the bot lane. That's Annie there. There's no objective to pick up, but it's legitimately fucking insane that it looks like Team Popo
Tie game.
is...
Gold.
It's even. They're ahead.
Holy shit. Look, Annie's got full charges. She's got the stun locked and loaded.
Drake up in 10 seconds. The majority, the like, Pantheon and Vladimir won't be there for this, so I'm imagining this goes to Team Popo again. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just so good at taking fights as 5. Like, it is incredible. And Jinx is the champion you want, if that's what you're doing, right?
Especially if you get the first kill, you really can just steamroll. Especially when you're this late with your item is in item here.
It's like, the comms are just Long Cannon saying, hey guys, it's chill. I'm gonna get 3 items and we're gonna win.
If they go 2-0 here, do you think they're gonna have the Jinx ban against them? Do you think that they're gonna identify that? They're gonna
I
gameplay
ban the
decision
Jinx,
making issue.
or you take blue side.
Okay.
I think like getting rid of that, because it's not even how the like beginning of the game is going, right? I mean, like, Buttermilk are so clearly in the lead for like 70% of last game and this game. I mean, we've yet to see how this one will clear up. It's a low tower. You'll be marked running around, and that was very
big pick.
clean. Really well done. Chapato's coming around though. It's gonna be some damage onto Coalescence. I don't know if they get this one. Yes, they do. A 1-for-1. Jinx for Pantheon, though. I think Buttermilk is happy with that when it comes to a team fight.
Yeah, I think overall that is absolutely a positive trade for Buttermilk, but the fact that they have Coalescence dying on the back end, the fact that, you know, Salmon is pushing in this top wave, means they can't really, like, that pick is the pick you need to make before you do something, right?
Yeah.
If they don't have long cannons, they cannot operate in a team fight scenario. But because the counter blow was there, they can't actually take that mid turret, right?
Yeah, not able to fully capitalize, but you know, I think that the rest of this game is going to be awesome, because obviously these are both two very skilled teams, and I see Buttermilk Lifestyle as a team that can be very good at problem solving, and right now they've got a very clear and well-defined problem in front of them, and they're going to take this seriously. I think some of last game you can kind of be like, whoa, Team Popo, they kind of like, the way they won, and it was a big surprise. It's not a surprise anymore. Buttermilk knows how real of a possibility this is, and they are going to meet that problem with their full focus.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really want to see Dabubu over here getting, or what are we saying? Deboof you?
No boof for you.
Oh, no boof for you, and a lot of trouble right here, as no buff for you is going to actually deal a ton of damage. No way that rocket connects. It absolutely does. Long Cannons allergic to missing rockets, as they are able to finally pick the Vlad in the bottom lane. And what do they do with this pressure now?
They can't get anything back on the other side of the map, so it's just going to be 4v5 for next 45 seconds. No, I mean, Baron will just
in 45, like in the same exact death timer, right, that Vladimir has. Teleport is available, though. We can see a really big fight break out around here, and they're starting to get vision.
Yeah, Coalescence maybe looking for a pick right there.
Oh,
That's
man,
a lot of
Call
damage.
news.
Quan Dual Blades, we haven't talked about individual gold a lot, but Quan Dual Blades is the richest person in the world. Right now,
Yep.
14,000 gold to their name, 7-1 and 3, looking very, very, very strong. So wherever they are, I mean, is a huge power point.
Gotta
How
play around
heavy
him.
do you think an average gold piece is in League of Legends?
Great question. They're like massive doubloons. It's extremely ungainly. You'll be marked. Maybe looking for a pick. Oh my god! Actually misses the Tibber.
I get it. Nice flash.
Flash over the wall. That was really
Great flash,
clean.
actually.
Kane is still looking for this. They do get the knock up. That's the smite.
Great
Oh,
stall.
brilliant, Sonya. Spot time for reinforcements. We might have a full fight, but Long Cannons is not here. And they have to be cognizant of that as Team Popo pulls back deep into the jungle. Trying to threaten Baron. Use the mystique, the weight of their lore now as a weapon in this game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Braum. The thing is, Dragon's gonna come up, and they're thinking maybe trade this for Soul. Maybe, maybe not. That's the real question. Braum walking up.
They're
That's
thinking
gonna be
fight for this. You can still play for this. That's what they're thinking. They're gonna loop around too.
Look at that, Vladimir. Look at that back, but they just land everything. That's a 3-man knockup right
Oh,
there. The
no.
exhaust does go down onto the Coalescence, but is that the right target as the Boo-Boo is going to be taunted in the back line. Kane diving in deep, but is actually going to die first. That's a flash forward. Vladimir in the 1v1 against this Shen. That pop of healing might not be enough. Oh, that's going to be 2-1 so far. On your screen right now is what's left of Team Popo. Vladimir's going to get to back and heal up, and they've got teleport, so it's going to be a 3v4. Long Cannons,
This is a fight for the dragon right now. Can they get this soul? Can they turn this into something? Now they have small for another 30 seconds. But they have no Braum to be the super protector that he has been for this Lucian on the back line. They also lose a little bit of that synergy right here. Oh.
They don't have wards. They don't know that Dabubu is here. Look at this flank. That's a flash away, but that's going to be them taken down. Incredible timing from You'll Be Marked. Perfect moment to show up. And that is going to all but secure this dragon and this soul for Buttermilk Lifestyle.
You'll Be Marked has been living that buttermilk, silky smooth lifestyle. They skate their way into the back lane. Boom! Drop the ult on those guys unsuspectingly. Able to take the objective. Able to finally get soul. But Baron's still on the table, and that soul doesn't give you massive pushing power. We could still see a fight break out here. We could still see the game swing completely one way or another. The gold is pretty much even. This is still very volatile.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that fight, though, for Buttermilk is exactly how you want to see it. You want to see your Vladimir being annoying on the back end, you know, removing that defender or perhaps taking out one of the squishier members on the backside so that the fight just, you have that little bit of extra pressure for the Annie, for the Braum, for the Lucian to go through the front side to try and get long cannons. And so I think that's 100% what you want to see. Also, yeah, You'll Be Mars, so many great tippers this game. Absolutely critical in that last fight.
Yeah, huge ultimate, huge plays. And yeah, I agree. Not having to even not even have to think about a Shen way is really big. It also lets Braum play a little more aggro because you can't just get swept in and your backline can't get taken with them. So you could be a little bit more aggressive with your positioning. And speak about aggressive positioning.
Yeah, absolutely. Fight gonna break out here. Massive Lucian ult just chunking half of Kane's health down, and Braum lives through the onslaught as well. Zyra's ult is out of the question for this fight, but look at You'll Be Marked. That's an Annie considering a flank all the way down there on the bottom of the minimap. Keep an eye on them. Buttermilk has been really pulling off these deep flanks. Let's see if they can do it again. Of course, Baron is what is up for grabs after this fight. Let's see. They're working towards vision right now, trying to establish these fight lines. Annie still down in a flank position. Comms, I'm sure, are raging right now as teams are jockeying for an angle to pull something off. But Vladimir's gone to the top side. Might not participate in this one. No teleport available for them. Just presenting as 5v3 right here, but knowing that Annie's in the wings.
I think you're happy for both teams to play like this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to take any fight you don't want to take.
Yeah.
Right? If the fight's bad, you back up. If the fight's good, you go in, and they're doing a real dance right now, just being like, yeah, it's not good, and maybe no buff for you is going to find something that is good.
Yeah, went for the taunt, didn't connect with anybody, but both teams are looking. Neither of them would be mad about finding something. Oh, that's important ability gone from Vladimir. Look at Annie. Look at Annie in that bush down there. Any rotation down to the bottom side of the jungle is just going to be met with a massive tippers.
There's really scary things in life, like demons are real, super spooky scarecrows are real,
Yep.
guys with chainsaws that are 10 feet tall, they're real.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's as scary as Annie in a bush.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that right now.
How much gold does Lucian have?
Great question. Let's find out.
I'm running the numbers.
Almost 17,000. 16,800.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna run the 17,000 as the number.
Great.
Yep.
By my calculations, hang on, I need to chunk this out. That means Quan Dual Blades, if we're converting to USD at the current conversion of gold,
Yep.
has $27,393,120,000
Okay.
worth of gold.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quan Dual Blades is loaded.
Yeah. Dude's a freak.
That's
He
how
does
much
way
it
too
took
much
to
money.
become full build. Which they are right now.
Kind of sounds like I
that's
can't even
gonna
buy a
be-
Doran's blade.
None of us.
Doran's Blade would
Even
be
in a lot
pretty
of trouble
expensive.
right here. This might be a pick. Oh my god. Okay, he pulls the Shenel. He does get out the Salmon though. Able to use a Blast Cone to get out. They drop the ult too. Putting Quan Dual Blades low.
Yeah, Quan got taken really low by the meld damage, which I just did not expect. Breaking through the front line.
Yeah,
That
forced him
Rabadon's
back
is
out of
finished
him.
on Mel. I mean, Mel's a pretty scary looking freak right now, too. All these guys are little freako.
Yeah. Yeah, big little Freako energy. Minute 10 till Elder's up. They can do this dance for a while, but something's got to give soon. Inside track for Baron. They're going to start it up. Okay, they're going for a Baron play. This is
I like
all
this.
5.
Annie showed bottom to clear wave, and he immediately started up.
Chapados dropping the full
Yeah, he
ult.
has
That's a
TP.
teleport coming through. Exhaust being put down on the Coalescence right here. That's a really low Baron. The question is, who's going to secure it? Blue team's going to get it. They do get it. The Salmon looking quite low, but the Salmon
no.
live on the
Traded.
back end. Holy shit, on a killing spree right
That's
there.
so
But
huge.
Quan Dual Blades is full health.
Two down.
On the other side of that wall right there, dashing forward, taking
Three
out
down.
the Salmon. Chapados now running back to
Four.
base as Kane is taken out next. And Annie chases them down. They get Baron, but at what cost?
Their
Holy
lives
cow.
is the cost as they finally get that ace they've been searching for. And now they're probably going to push to end the game, I would imagine, right here.
Yeah, that has to be it, right? 27 seconds.
They got a
is the
Tibbers.
closest. They've got a Tibbers. Holy fucking shit. Damien's fortune still capable of coming true as Buttermilk Lifestyle evens up the series to 1-1.
My, oh my, oh my. Buttermilk Lifestyle taking game 2 right there. And I'm doing the Schmeckle payout right away. Because you know who's so excited in there? Rufu was like, hey, I'm putting 40K on him. And he said it before
True.
the game started. He said it before the draft happened, I think. He's like,
I should have
I'm
never
putting
doubted. Ugh.
I guess. Yeah, you didn't put any Schmeckles down. That's
No, I
embarrassing.
didn't.
Wow.
I lost
super
two.
good.
Listen, I usually do one Schmeckle bet a series, and if it goes bad, I'm done. So I cut my
Okay.
losses.
I
Right?
respect that. I respect that.
I just want to give huge props to both of these teams. The second I have gotten out of game, there's been another lobby already spun up,
Ooh.
and they've
Hang
just
on.
been on it.
If you want to win Schmeckles tonight, do the opposite of Pastor Jabba. They are 0 for 2 tonight, meaning that they are pretty much just wrong. So if you see them bet for something, do yourself a favor, put your money against them. And by the way, Jabba, that's helpful for you because if you're right, you're gonna get a lot.
Oh, Team 7 is unlocked now.
I mean, do we enforce that?
I'm gonna wait. Give me a second. Give me a couple seconds here.
They moved. I think they moved.
They did move out of respect.
I respect the fuck out of this.
I'm changing all of the names of the.
Incredible competitors and incredible people.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. What are you changing them to? You motherfucker, dude. couldn't just let it be. Oh my god. Okay, we've got the spec link.
Cool. Do you think Jinx remains on the table, Popo?
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. For Apple Card today and start earning up to 3.
Actually, did they pick
That's
the
a
same
good
sides?
question.
They did.
I mean,
They're staying the same sides.
They
I mean,
won, so I think it
I
does. Like, I think they might still let it through. It might be a mistake because Long Cannons looks so good with it. But now that they've gotten that win under the belt, I think part of it was they really thought like, okay, our draft game one was pretty good. Like the Lucian Braum went well. We're just going to tweak a couple things around the map. We'll still have a global in jungle, but we're going to have something more scaling topside. And they sort of ran that back, and that got them the victory. So if I'm them, I might be thinking, hey, why not change? Don't change what did work, because game one they also generated that lead, right? They have in both of these games been the ones to come out the gate swinging, generate that gold lead, and Popo's credit, they are extremely resilient in the face of that proactivity. But I think generally speaking, if you can be proactive, you want to be proactive. So I don't think they're going to change. I think Jinx still gets through, but I think it also might be a mistake because
do you think Lucian still gets through?
So good.
Do you think
I have
Lucian
no
still gets
idea
through?
about that. I think if anything, Annie doesn't get through.
Annie was a big problem. The point and click, the easy CC they had, they didn't only have it on her, right? We talked about it as the game had it on the pin too, right? They had an easy way to chain CC you. Hard to miss those things. So maybe we see some things being targeted on just easy CC. So maybe Annie is taken away. Or maybe they're like, hey, actually this Braum has been way too good at protecting Lucian. Maybe they don't even want to pick it if we're able to take the Braum off the table. I'm now going to invite our new guest out. The entire team of Team Popo. Come on in, guys.
What?
They're drafting.
What? They're drafting right now. I think they're a little busy.
Well, you can talk to them about it. I have ideas.
I mean, we
wanna...
have the power to forcibly abduct them, but that
I could just take them. It would be easy too.
Ruffian's feeling confident for Buttermilk right here.
Yeah, I like that. I like when people feel confident for other teams. I do agree with Ruffian's take too. Like game one, maybe it was a throw, but I also think you have to credit a lot to the side of Team Popo for knowing when they were strong and then choosing to take fight after fight as quickly as possible. Being like, this is when we're strong. These 4 minutes, these 5 minutes, go, 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 go. Take fight after fight after fight.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say something else.
Game 2 they did it. What were you going to say?
And I totally forgot it.
Ruffian said they were talking about letting Jinx through.
But they agree.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page.
Can you say yes to Quan Dual Blades? Can you say yes to Quan Dual Blades? Should we always give Voice Channel 7 to the winners? I think yes.
And if you don't, you're banned.
Mundo banned. Callista banned.
Ooh.
Here's the thing though. Team Popo did have that resurgence at like basically the same like minute mark. Like that plan was working.
Yeah, 21-22. I had my numbers mixed up. It was when they're gonna start winning.
Okay.
Did we
okay.
start the
Yeah.
first blood predictions now?
Please.
Absolutely. 55 seconds.
You're
Whoa!
crazy, dog. 55?
55, son.
55.
I think you can lock me in for. I'm gonna follow Loki's suggestion and say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm gonna give you a solid. I'll say 13 minutes 37 seconds for fun.
Nice.
1337.
They're banning the Jinx. What?
I
Huh?
love this. I love this exactly because of the noises that are coming out of Bogo's mouth right now. It's a curveball. It's a perplexer. Cassante.
He will not yield.
No.
First picking top is bold. Do you think this might be flexed somewhere?
Yes.
Where?
It doesn't matter if it still goes top, right? I just am saying what I think it could be flexed to.
Yeah.
Great. Jungle. Listen, I play a lot of games against Old No Name. Let me tell you right now, you can't the
Yeah.
scariest thing in the world.
Yeah. Quay. Okay, we're just getting new.
Oh no, You'll Be Marst's Sway is terrifying.
Okay. Very early pickup. I respect that. I think bot lane is becoming this weird, like almost priority now. There's the Braum. I still think you.
Bro,
I wonder if they choose to take Lucian away or pick something that's strong against it here.
I mean, there's plenty of. Oh, I can look at the champion list now and see if there's any other dual wielders on the list. Does Mbessa count?
Mbessa is banned. They banned it. Has 2 blades.
Has 2 blades. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Jinx
Now,
has 2 guns, and Callista has multiple spears. So
this is
they
going to
banned
be
all
a
that stuff.
big open or shutter, right? It's going to open up a lot of champions for Quan or close them all down. Also, the chance 5 minutes on the dishwasher. Do hands count as dual wielding?
Interesting. Like if you punch with both, like set, I'll allow.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
what about like Elise?
Huh.
Great question. Really good question. I'm gonna look to chat. I'm gonna look to chat to answer. I just don't know.
Or like Kha'Zix?
Kha'Zix, yes. Dual blades, literally. His like little arms are blades. Vayne, by the way, Vayne Galio's nuts.
Vayne Galio. Whoa. Zeri. We're not even. Lucian's not even on the
Okay.
menu.
I'm gonna say yes to Zeri as well.
Okay, I'm really
Because
looking
you
here.
shoot with the gun and you do your little zappy move. With your finger.
I think by picking Zeri, Buttermilk are kind of calling Team Popo's bluff that Cassante might be going somewhere other than top. Because right now I'm thinking it's Galio mid, Cassante top. Maybe you switch the Cassante jungle. I'm not sure, but
Galio could
Zeri,
support.
you really want to have something. That's true, actually.
Galio could support.
Like,
This could be a double flex too.
I would be surprised if Vi
I would be too, because I don't
doesn't
think you're
get
gonna
taken
gain.
out.
You're not gonna gain any advantage, and you're low range. You need a support that has long range here. I don't think you can be. I mean, Galio into Braum really could actually be okay, but Galio into Braum Zeri not so much.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Scary with Zeri.
Just Zeri does good with shields, right? And Galio, you naturally have a passive shield.
hmm
Roughing
Okay,
it.
Vi's
It's
still on the
possible.
table. If I'm Team Popo here, I am slamming Vi.
For the point and click, for the dive.
Just
So Galio
for
can come
Zeri
in.
Way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's great for Galio, and Zeri is one of those champions that it's like, I mean, that's the answer in Pro Play all the time. It's just, you pick Zeri, we pick Vi. That's the trade deal.
They don't think Galio is support. They double ban supports. They ban Braum. They ban Melio. They're like, we've got to make sure Vayne has no setup.
Right.
Yeah, and they did ban the Vladimir this time, but I have to feel that now that you have the Way, you have the Zeri, which scales a lot better than the Lucian, I would say, that you're not super scared about being outscaled anymore. Yes, Vayne Cassante, great into the late game. But I think that you have tools to deal with it now.
I
with the
love
Zeri
that they're
in the way.
holding top, though. I love that they're holding the top pick. They're saying, we actually don't know. This could go a couple different places, this Cassante. This Galio technically could be flexed some places. We already early picked the way, right? So there's no need to go in combat what they're doing in the mid lane. Let's just save top and make sure that we're actually safe with our pick here. Take that Nocturne. Make sure we can get onto that Vayne in the back line. Make things go dark. That makes it hard for Galio to come in. There's the Kindred picked up.
Oh, I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision from Team Popo.
Yeah, they can take the onslaught of the Nocturne coming in, right? Negate it with the ultimate from Kindred. Galio can follow up and come protect them the second that they have vision back. Yeah. They'll be able to sustain the onslaught. So this is a pretty dangerous counter to what Buttermilk is trying to do. And there's the Lulu to finish it off.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, what's Buttermilk going to do to respond to this? Painting's clear as day right in front of them.
Yeah, I really like this from Team Popo. I think the only thing that might get them, I do think it's generally okay. They are indexing a lot into attack damage here with the Vayne and the Kindred.
Crazy,
but Galio and Cassante do damage. 100%.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
I have been on the receiving end of this before, and Buttermilk Lifestyle play this composition extremely well.
Okay. That's scary. Potty break. Hey, can we throw up the shark show?
Are we gonna get in trouble?
For what? What is Twitch gonna do to us? We're the number one attraction on Twitch.
We own this website.
Hey, Twitch, are you gonna do anything? If you're gonna do nothing, let us stay live. Look at see.
Wow.
Also, 32 seconds, little chance.
Oh.
All right, go do your thing.
It'll be okay for a second.
I'll make the prediction.
Thank you.
This is the third game. Game 3. They're the same sides again still, right? Team Popo is still blue, and we have Buttermilk. Over there. Yeah, I did say it first.
Credit where credit's due. Always.
Team Popo getting the... Oh, my lord. 70K. Got dropped on a Team Popo very quickly. Let me just log on on my phone and see if I have any schmeckles left.
You know what? I'm not going to go as hard as I did game 1, but I am going to support my hometown squad.
Of course.
The MLS. Also, a 1-8 return on my schmeckles would be pretty nice if everyone wants to like stay out of it, and we can just... This can just be a competition between me and Rufru. Wow, Rufru really saying, okay, I won all these schmeckles. Heading on Buttermilk Lifestyle. I'm going to immediately switch teams.
You know what? They're calling their shot. They've been right. Let them be right. It's all good. I just want to know what Pastor's putting money on really quick.
True.
For no real reason. Just like funny, haha. What are you doing? Tell me. Tell me so I can win money.
All right, now that I have you where
Oh, he admitted it. He admitted it. What a fool.
Bet on Team Popo.
He did indeed.
Because that used to be your curse, but you broke it.
I did break it. Yeah, I gamed the system. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
All 240. That's all he had left. Don't worry. I'm waiting until my number goes up to 10 so I can bet on my phone. Because I put all my money on Buttermilk game 1.
Oh, no.
There's only like 7K or something, but... I always bet all in, so it's, it's kind of a ride or die. See how high I can...
My watch said we're seeing some elevated stress levels. Consider taking a break. Oh, listen, Vega. I feel you. I don't know if my exclamations on stream are giving it away, but my heart is so. It's being ripped back and forth as I watch these games. And I also, let me be clear. I'm biased for Buttermilk this game, sure, but I love Team Popo. I've been on record saying 1, the Salmon is incredible. 2, have you guys seen their profile pictures? I have talked about this for season after season. I think since Popo joined the league. or at least since they put on these
What is
beautiful
it?
profile pictures. They're like MS Paint drawings of signature champions for each of them. They're really good.
Oh my god.
Like Chapados has this like bard that's laying down,
That's
or
what it is.
maybe not laid down. I don't know, but it's.
Oh,
so,
I see the
it's,
Kled. I see the Kled.
Wah, wah.
Swain. Twitch is atrocious looking, yeah.
And of course, Patrick, star.
Right, Patrick.
Yeah, that one. I don't know. That one doesn't seem MS Paint to me. Long Cannons might need to step it
No,
up.
it's just a very detailed MS Paint drawing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's really good.
But yeah, I could not be. And this series has been incredible so far. I mean, we're 1-1. Every game we're on the edge of our seats. You cannot ask for better League of Legends or better people to share it with.
These have been such fun games to watch.
Except for Michael Jordan. Jordan, he's shy. He's shy.
Oh.
Weird for him not to be bullish, but whatever.
Pastor Jabba now taking the approach of betting on Popo, hoping to wield their curse for the benefit. Listen, you can't not love the love that's coming out of the Buttermilk side.
I thought Michael Jordan would be taller. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up his height. He's not that much taller than me.
Is he 6'4"?
No.
Is he taller than that?
Taller
Are
than
you
that.
6'4"?
I am.
Okay, that's where I was confused.
Yeah, that's where you're getting the vibes from. You know,
I was like, oh, he's got to be like 6'6" then. So
he is 6'6".
yeah. See, I had you two switched in my head. I don't know why. Here's the
Okay, now
Viking thing.
You said last game that
Yep.
you'd drawn out how these series go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I would never
correctly
allow
pointed out
people to
that you
play
scribbled it
something.
in crayon, right?
Oh, I don't own crayons. No,
What's
I
your
eat
preferred medium?
Tums.
Tom,
I eat
so
crayons. They set on my stomach.
What does this game look like? What's on the parchment? You know?
There's a lot of like magenta and vermilion for the most part. So sunset, the end of somebody. If I were to read this and I had a tarot card or something, like maybe like really early death, first kill, maybe 55 seconds in.
Not 13 minutes 37 seconds.
No, oh my, the score is going to be like 13 to 37. 37, okay?
Ooh.
I mean, this game is going to be off the chains bloody.
We
All
do
right.
have an offer from Vega to let us see his clothes. I don't know what that
Ooh.
means.
Yep.
Yes, of
I want
course.
it.
Yep, I do. Yes.
I'm imagining it's like he's profusely sweating, but the sweat is milk. Because, you know.
Yeah,
the
I
question
mean,
is
that's...
he posting this in a public channel? Is he coming out and showing us? I'm confused.
He's in red
about
zone
the-
and we can drag him. So
Oh,
that's
okay,
the,
great. Let's
Please.
drag them. Let's get him in here.
Welcome.
Okay. You
Oh,
guys
he's
like my
sharing. Here's the
Hold on,
share.
let's see. Okay, yes. Oh,
Buttermilk
beautiful.
jersey, buttermilk sleeve,
Oh,
Wow.
the shooter sleeve.
oh my
Wow.
God.
That's right. Yeah, it is. It is wet.
It's
That's okay.
wet.
Looking
It is
fly as fuck.
Wet.
It is wet. I love that. That goddamn. It's good.
What was your peak heart rate in game 2?
132.
Yeah.
132.
Good. 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 Good.
Yeah, it was a.
You could
Game one
not
was
work out today.
123.
You're good.
Yeah, I was. I literally came back. They came back, and you know, it's the worst when a game is that close because I'm sitting in the milk call, and they all just rejoin, and I'm like, "So, did we lose? Did we win?" I'm like, no. Oh, we won. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, okay." And I'm like, "Oh, my heart rate was 132," and they all said, "We're gonna kill this old man," which not in a way of like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna kill him," but almost in a way of like they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna
Let's
kill
get him."
this old man."
Well, they're
Wait,
motivated.
so when your team rejoins, though, they all tell the truth. Normally
They
we
have
use a lot
live
of
before.
subs. Okay, because
They-
normally we'll use subs of like 7 of us, so 2 of us will watch, we'll 5 of us play. But everyone will always rejoin, and with complete straight, like no accent in the voice or anything. Everyone said something different. We tied. It's still going on.
what?
Game's over. We lost. And you're like, what?
Game's still going on.
What happened?
I have
What
gotten.
happened?
Sometimes I will drag the client over to my second monitor, and I'll see when they get out of game and right-click immediately and look at the match history. Because I'm like,
Smart.
I have to know now.
Yeah. And you can't trust them. I mean, you can, but
No, I don't trust
you
them.
can't. No.
Lost.
Trust them to play the
What?
game, not to tell you about it.
Attack. Okay, I'm gonna return to my hovel of stress. And I will see you soon.
The best of
All right,
luck.
best of luck.
See you soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you for the cast.
Bye.
I hope that I hope
some
that
yoga.
Milk has a physician on retainer that is sort of standing by to resuscitate Vega when they inevitably
My
suffer
poison
from-
finally kicks in.
when the poison inevitably kicks in.
You know what? I'm gonna do something medium budget. I'm gonna edit the stream tile to have the current score.
Holy
Oh my
fucking
lord.
shit!
Oh my god.
We
What
can
the
do that?
fuck?
Is that what street
but-
sharks are?
I'm gonna look up Street Sharks after this because I am so intrigued. I feel like the more we talk about it, the more I can see it in a big tough shark walking down. But I can't. I think I'm just inventing what. I actually don't want to see it. I want to draw it and see how accurate I am based on you guys just talking to me about it.
I would
Kinda like a-
really like that.
Like when somebody does a crime and somebody describes what are those guys called? Artists.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, like that, but for shows from the '90s. That's what I want.
Oh, did I fuck
Another
this up?
friend.
I
Probably.
fucked this up. God damn it. Lays
Damn it.
Lils is the newest investor in the low budget LCS. Thank you so much for investing your time with
Okay,
us.
kill very, very soon. Very, very soon, right? 55 seconds. It's
Oh
coming
yeah,
up. It's coming up.
55 seconds. God damn.
You gotta be ready.
I messed this whole thing up.
10, 9, 8,
It's coming.
7,
It's coming. 6,
5, 4.
I didn't say what
3,
minute before
2,
it hits that time. I didn't say what minute.
1.
Okay, phew.
Get him,
All right.
Nocturne.
We're gonna have to ramble because the chance is furiously scrambling
Hey,
through his
fuck
files
you,
to try to
dude.
find.
Unhide? Wait, that's not it. Wait. God damn it.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
You got.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we're good.
Nice.
We're
Nice.
great. Nailed it.
Okay, we got a 5-minute first blood bet.
5 minutes.
Nailed it.
5 minute from Rufu. I will
Boba's at 13:37.
put that down. I've already got that. Loki has 11. Damien's at 13:38.
And you made sure to check your dishwasher, right?
Dishwasher is open and all good. It is drying
Okay.
now.
I'm turning off my timer.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much. That was a real group effort.
I love externalizing knowledge. It's one of my favorite things.
I like internalizing it, and then changing it,
One-
and then externalizing.
And I
You want to learn
like.
some things about birds?
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter what I say, so yes, absolutely.
KG,
No,
I
don't
have
be
yours written down.
If you said you didn't want any bird facts, I would hit you with exactly 0 bird facts.
I thought
okay?
you were gonna say like 3. I'll hit you with 3. If you said you didn't want any, I'd give you 3 and I'd call it a day.
Just reduce the number. I'm still gonna do it, just to respect you enough to slow down.
It is non-negotiable. The second I start thinking of bird facts, they're coming out of my mouth.
So there was a really, really interesting scientific study on chickadee brains.
Okay.
And they like store food locations in like individual brain cells, and they have a whole thing that their brain like turns over and makes new neurons every food caching season so that they can remember where the food is for next year. They're like super smart on food, but they're tiny little guys.
Yeah, that has everything to do with the hippocampus, like spatial memory, right? So that's like in their very little tiny hippocampus inside of a bird, right? Two animals in one is pretty nuts. It expands significantly, and it doesn't really encode new neurons, so it just remembers literally where they are. Like just like, oh, yep, this food pile's here, that food pile's there.
I am shocked that you had something productive to contribute to that. That was astounding.
Also, very accurate.
See? Very accurate. Maybe not perfect, but goddamn am I good, huh? Woo! Say another fact.
Now, with Chance, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How many caches of food do you think a chickadee can make per day?
Ooh, it's a great question. Great question. As will this gank result in a death? That's a great flash from Coalescence there. The fight is now done. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be a little meta. You're asking me that question, so it's interesting on some level. I'm gonna say 15.
5,000.
Oh, so I was under by a little.
Just a little. Just a little.
In the grand scheme of numbers, you were only under by a little.
You know, I was missing some crucial information. I should have asked some more clarifying questions, and it's always a good reminder that you should ask clarifying questions. Are these just is it one seed, and like that's the thing? You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
They like hide a sunflower. I mean, chickadees are tiny, right?
Right.
They're so small.
Right.
Except for the ones I'm growing in my lab to be the strong.
Because those are huge.
Yeah.
Huge. It's a real problem. The government is
Gonna be swarmed soon.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they do.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
These guys are the nest of the nest, I'm telling you. Top dogs, really.
Capital T, capital L, underscore, lowercase I, lowercase z, panda. It's a best of 5. My favorite Popo bird fact is that his fried chicken recipe. Oh.
My favorite bird fact. Can I tell you my favorite bird fact, Popo?
Yeah.
It's the organization of complex systems that has to do with starlings and how they kind of only sense the 7 nearest neighbors of other starlings to basically coordinate what they're going to do next. There's not really much thought process to it. It's like a full hive mind of so starlings, LeChance, are these big what the fuck are they called? It's the M word. I freaking forget. Murmurations. It's
yes.
Murmurations.
I know about murmurations.
There's huge flocks of them, right? But they really only pay attention to the closest ones to them. And so there's small triggers of neurodivergence inside of all of these flocks. And so they kind of just have to move with people or birds that are the most adventurous or the highest need for dopamine in their own little tiny bird brains. And so it's just very interesting that you would think that they're all coordinated, but it's actually just 3 idiots that make everyone else move.
Why?
Which I think is just funny.
Ooh, Quan, dual blades. Oh, great flash right there. Avoids the condemn. Holy shit, Flash can save their lives, and now look who's in trouble. Maybe nobody's as Galio comes in, but the engage is back on. Gonna get one person in on the taunt, but that's gonna be first blood going to, you'll be marked. The Salmon in a little bit of trouble here. That's gonna be the passive popping, and
I feel a trade.
They get another
One
trade.
Oh.
1 for 3 feats of warfare. Something we haven't talked about for a single second on this entire fucking cast has been grabbed. Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my god, I remembered a point that I was gonna make a while ago. Although that murmuration shit is very interesting. I think that Kindred is a really interesting pick here because I feel like Buttermilk has been solidly controlling the early portions of this game. God, Kazante just juggling Genin on the edge of tower aggro. So they're really gonna have to punch back early on, and the Kindred maneuvering is, I think, gonna be fascinating.
Yeah, and Kindred is one of those champs that's so game warping, right? Because you have to pay attention to where her marks are, and then she's going to try and invade, but you're going to try to stop her, but then she can also use the pressure of her wanting to invade to do something else on the map, like take an objective, make a gank happen. So it's really, I loathe playing against Kindreds because it's you gotta play this extra bonus macro minigame.
Oh, this might be a pick right here. They pulled the taunt off perfectly.
A
And a fucking stack. Let's get a stack check right here. 2 stacks on the Kindred so far. What, 4 is the first breakpoint? That's gonna be
breaking points.
Alt going through right here. Quan Dual Blades. Wait a second,
Big
that's
ult.
a really low vein. He's gonna get that auto though. He's gonna get that kill too. That pop was powerful. Long Cannon's able to win that. And that's gonna be Braum chased down, very likely. Yeah, no flashes available. Incredible to win that 2v2 so early on.
Massive turning point in this bot lane as well. Getting just Vayne 2 early kills in their pocket. This is gonna be dangerous quickly.
Yes, we're looking at I mean, the series is just different now. We're not looking at these quiet early games anymore. And I forgot to record when First Blood was.
641.
Like 640, yeah.
641. That means that the closest without going over was in fact
me for 655. All right.
KG for 907. Congratulations, KG. You are smarter than everyone else.
Fuck you. Fuck you, KG.
You've cast Buggle into a rage.
Okay.
Great job, KG. Good game. GG. KGG.
Now,
KGG.
my chickadee fact was not my favorite bird fact. It was my warm-up bird fact.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now that you're warmed up, hit us with that
Have you ever wanted to
fact.
see magnetic fields?
Oh.
I love
every
this
day.
fact. It is so fucking cool. But I believe it's not fully understood when you tell us. But go ahead.
It's not fully understood, but I am pretty well abreast of the scientific literature that supports it. So,
Fire off.
Migratory
Go
robins
Yeah.
have a protein that has been identified that is highly upregulated or more highly expressed in their eyes, specifically during migration season, that is called CRY4, CRY4. This gene has been confirmed in laboratory settings to be able to change its optical density, that is how much light it absorbs, based on its exposure to magnetic fields, which has led researchers to theorize that the overexpression of this gene in robins' eyes allows them to see magnetic fields specifically during the migration season.
That is so fucking cool. How much of that protein do I need to eat before I can see magnetic fields every day?
I think you might have to inject it into your eye.
Okay. So I'm hearing it's possible.
But what I find super cool is not only the fact that it exists, but the fact that it's upregulated during the migration season.
Yeah, that's
means
really
that it
interesting.
could be transient.
Ooh,
So we have something going on top here.
transients, we've got, oh, never mind, actually. The camera's going to cut away to the bottom lane. And I guess that fight just dissipated up to top lane.
We're chilling. We're chilling. Which means that, like, you could, like, try out seeing magnetic fields, and then it could go away, right? You could, like, be like, yes, I want to see this for a day, and then you sit at your computer, and your eyes get burned because there's so many fields happening in front of you, and then you say, all right, I don't need that anymore, and you turn it off.
How far away in your good flash?
Oh,
you'll be
nice.
marked? In your opinion as a scientist, like how feasible, how close are we getting to maybe being able to like take these lessons we're learning from animals and like, you know, I don't know, like what do we do with that? Are we looking for ways to apply these things?
There's another really cool fact too about birds' vision, though.
Okay.
I want you to know this before it continues. That like
Yeah.
they see, and I'm gonna bomb this because I'm not a scientist. I just listen to enough podcasts, read enough books, but I believe they see in tetrachromatic shit. So like they see like literally UV patterns that are in. That's why some birds that look really boring to us are actually incredibly
see
fascinating.
the rest of this team in the bush as the Salmon not going to get picked as he is going to turn. That's a very nice ult from Lulu. The lights have been turned out in an attempt to run away, but it's not enough. I think that's going to be
Another stack? Was that another stack?
Let's get a stack check. That is nope, still just 2 stacks.
Okay.
But is Dragon a stack for them?
Ooh, long cannons.
Right now it was not. Really nice condemn right there. Braum, very nice flash, really just going forward. That's going to be the ult. That's going to be the exhaust right there. Zeri doing everything they can, but there's a lot of damage coming through.
Might trade one with the ult.
Oh, it's Kindred. It's Kindred.
Nice.
Really good coordination here from Team Popo. I mean, they're bringing 4 to 5 members every single play that they do. And it's just going good.
We're kind of like, it feels not even like we're looking at a different team, but they've just switched into a different gear. Like, this is not at all what we got in the 2 games before this.
Yeah, it is quite different. I do have to say, I want to see Kennen get on the board, get out into the rift. Hang out, you know.
They've been doing a smart job. Team Popo has been focusing the bot lane, which is probably the easiest to go and get. Kennen can slip out of situations. Ways are so back to begin with, and piloted by somebody who really enjoys playing it. So difficult to get up on them. They know what they're doing and know what they're about. But this bot lane has been in some tricky positions a couple of times.
That, by the way, was stack 3 for Kindred right there. That's why we saw that rotation, because the scuttle was their target.
So I have some news for you in terms of like how close are we to applying this Cry 4 gene.
Okay.
I think we're still probably pretty far off because if I'm being real, hang on, Luna.
Ooh, Braum looking to get picked right here. That's a nice taunt. We saw the flash.
That's why you
used
don't
in
migrate
bot
to
lane.
top lane. That's why you don't migrate up there, boys.
Got to keep an eye on those magnetic fields.
Yeah.
Now, You'll Be Marked is in a position to maybe cut them off. Not sure if they actually have the pressure to do this right now.
I mean, Kennen has the ultimate. They also have the Nocturne ultimate, but it is so scary into this squad.
Yeah, right now, it feels like it might not be worth it.
Yeah, and I think first tower is going to be going over to Team Popo here, which puts us in an interesting situation for feats of strength. They need one more neutral objective, and they'll get it. But since Buttermilk won the Warfare, they need 2 more objectives, and they'll get it. So it's really all up to these neutrals now. It seems like it's just going to go over to Team Popo here, though.
Yeah, it does seem like that. No buff for you, maybe being baited into a little bit of trouble right here as You'll Be Marked is ready around the corner. We've got reinforcements coming up from the south as troops are reallocated to the middle of the river. What do we got? 2 minutes till Dragon here, and look at where Kindred's mark is. That one's going to be pretty difficult to get, and will probably get taken right away.
I'm out of drink, personally, Full Metal. But there was a paper that was published in 2020, so I'm not sure where the research is now, that did identify 6 putative candidates for signaling pathways, all of which have homologs, i.e. Highly similar proteins in other vertebrate species, including humans.
Interesting.
So we're getting closer to understanding the mechanism of how it works. Now, as far as getting something
Finally,
like
a good drug.
regulatorily past the FDA, there's no kind of like.
Oh, I'm getting rid of the
for
FDA.
it, as people are like being hurt or dying from not being able to see magnetic fields. So it would be very difficult and expensive to get that cleared.
Here, let me just sort of like
Less
part the veil.
less drugs. Less
Wait,
drugs.
Wait. Let me just part the veil. Here's why I'm thinking about this. Obviously, I am thinking of the astropaths in Warhammer 40k, and I'm thinking, that we might need to be able to see magnetic fields in order to aid our space travel in some way, shape, or form. And so I'm sort of thinking of that these will be the.
Yeah. What about when AI is sentient and all over the place, and we got to know where it is?
That's going to be a problem. You got to shoot a bow and arrow in the right direction.
Yeah.
Do I produce any of that protein naturally? In any small
I
amount?
don't think so, but let's find out.
Me and Popoba, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look at enough birds.
Yeah. You start to look like them.
Pings coming out. Dragon. It's 1-to-1 on dragons. Next one coming up like right now. Maybe a little skirmish beforehand. Both ADCs in the bottom lane. It's going to be a 3v3 right here. In the middle of the river. Ooh, Dububu coming down. 4v4.
Big thing's going to break out.
Cannon ult
The ADCs
on
are...
the table. Dububu looking for an angle right there. That Braum ult's just going to catch Kindred on the back end. Kindred pretty low on health. Long Cannon's coming in right here. That's the Cannon ult coming through. He's going to actually get the kill. Kindred's going to drop their ult, and Galio's going to come through. This is the whole plan coming together right now, and yes, it worked, but Dububu's still alive. On the other end, though, Vayne gets taken down, and Quan Dual Blades is able to fight free and fancy, as now just no buff for you is the last one left alive. What a long team fight, and what low health bars. But Buttermilk comes out on top.
It wasn't just an ultimate from Nocturne. It was a falcon dive the way he dove in. And the Popo, they look like pigeons in a parking lot. No plan, no organization, trying desperately to stop them from coming in. You saw the ultimate get dropped from Kindred. You saw Galio try to help out as well. But another feather in the cap for these guys in Buttermilk, doing a really good job. I mean, they've been brooding all game, and they're coming up big in that fight, taking the Dragon 2.
That was an incredible series of sentences. I like that you used feather towards the end as well. Very bird-themed.
Thank you.
I have good news.
And?
I'm pretty sure we do express some amount of Cry 4.
Oh! Yes! That's nice. So
Different than Far Cry 4. Just so
yes.
gamers listening, just so we can separate those ideas.
Yeah.
Don't fret about that. Okay, so big swing in momentum right there. That was Buttermilk taking back control of this game.
Yeah. And they did it based on, exactly how they wanted their composition to work out. They got the cannon involved, got a nice cannon ult, got a Nocturne ult coming over the top, and that allowed the Zeri, similar to how the Vladimir functioned last game, allows Quan Dual Blades to pick up the kills that they need to make these team fights a success. Going from, 1-2 to 4-2 is going to be great there for Quan in the bot lane, who is really focused. But I also want to point out You'll Be Marst. Hui is a champion that needs some items to get online, and I think You'll Be Marst is already doing a good job. Watch out for the Hui damage as this game goes on, because I think it will be massive.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's going to get huge. I also think something interesting about that fight is that Long Cannons was kind of... I think they had Lulu with them a little bit, but fight lines were a little bit wonky there, right? The dive went past Vayne, and Vayne kind of ended up front-lining against their entire back. Dububu. That's a flash forward.
Good dodge.
Very nice. Good dodge. Gets hit on the back end of that CC, and they do pull the pick off.
It's always frustrating when you play well and it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, I did all my moves right and I sidestepped every.
They just had more CC. Oh, they're going for it. You'll be marked here though in the choke point. Yeah, not where you want to fight away. Oh, going for the pick. Really just goes in. There's the Lulu ult. The lights get turned off. They're diving, trying to stuff this. Oh, You'll Be Marked flashing away, though. Ooh, the tower's doing work, and Galio actually might just get stuck there. Very nice slow from Chapados, preventing anybody else from getting in the way and body blocking that Galio.
Yeah, just one for one at the end of that.
It is a back and forth brawl of a game this time. You'd love to see it.
There's been a lot of that one-for-one going around.
You think it's contagious?
I think so.
So, something that I'm finding that's fascinating about Cry 4, and you can tell me to shut up.
No, I'm very interested.
It is in mammals more involved in the circadian rhythm than it is in vision sensing.
Okay.
That is interesting. Continue.
Which, if you don't know, the main gene, one of the main genes involved in the circadian rhythm, which I love, is called clock.
These are great names. Cry 4, Clock.
Scientists do it good,
I like that they named 3 other things Cry first. That was great.
The other cries are other photoreceptors.
Well, it makes sense that cry has to do with things in the eye. It's
That's why.
That makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Fight
breaking
breaking out here. Teleport coming in right here as well. Long cannon safely in the back line. Boo in a little bit of danger here, but I didn't think they had damage to actually capitalize on that taunt right there. Very nice. Kindred saving the Salmon. Coalescence getting taken out on the side, and now Long Cannon's able to go forward and find a Boo. Now Quan Dual Blades taken out. The Quadra kill. Is this the Penta? Long Cannon's looking for it, setting it up. Will it be given to them? Yes, it will. That's the Penta.
Oh my God! Call your friends. They of Cannon going in a fight. Stopped his ability, and they set the new pecking order. It's Vayne on top, taking everybody down.
Holy cow!
That really was all about the positioning of like the ADCs. The fact that Long Cannons survived their dive and just was able to live on the other side of the wall there. I mean, that was beautiful. And Kindred really doing work, keeping the Salmon alive as well. Oh.
Yeah. It was, listen, I mean, it was really good. This has been a great series. We're definitely going to get a game 4 because game 1 and 2, they traded even, but game 3 is when you really can set the tempo. Uh-oh, return.
Yes, indeed, and it gets stolen. Wait a second. Milk is not out of this fight in any way, shape, or form, and a massive taunt, but they don't have damage to follow up. Sorry, Coalescence actually. Sorry, 2 of them will die. No fucking way. They ult their way out of it and actually avoid the... That was incredible. I cannot believe the Salmon teleported in there and then was able to get out. That was mind-blowing.
Yeah, bird bath turned bloodbath as they're dancing around the river down there. It's just crazy how much stuff they're able to do. And insane that Nocturne takes the Drake. That puts them on 3.
Yeah, that was big. That was really, really big for Buttermilk. Only 3K. Listen, let's take a look at the gold here. Oh, and they're going for Baron. They love this play. Team Popo loves their Barons. Richest person in the game right now is actually Kindred, believe it or not, with Vayne not too far behind. He'll be marked. Okay. Not able to steal it.
I was nervous. There's been a lot of steals. There's been a lot of steals.
Yeah, it's certainly a day for it. How many finals has Team Popo won? Do we have this?
I could click on them and find out, right?
Probably.
Season 12 financial final, and that's it from Long Cannons.
Okay. Okay. You know, there's also that aspect that like Team Popo has been here before. There's something to be said for that, having an experience in these 5-game series. I mean, I'm still reeling from the fact.
According to the brand new Hall of Fame, shout out to Seer the Goat, Team Popo have won just the Season 12 finals.
Okay.
Hall of Fame looks great.
It does.
That's beautiful. Incredible wallpaper
and
in here.
That's history, you know?
That's history.
That is history.
Sensei Reynolds Intermediate Karate Squadron, Season 3 Executive League.
Wow. I was looking, right before this, I was looking at the oldest YouTube videos that we had, which are a sight if you ever want to go back to those. But we're here in the here and now. 3 dragons to 1. I mean, they put themselves on Soul Point. It's certainly something to fight for here. But right now, they have to contend with Baron. And, I mean, God, Cassante just able to do so much to that tower by themselves. I think that cannon minion might be able to take it down. Yeah, that's another tower going down. And the Kindred stack they were able to get as well. Let's do a little stack check. 8 stacks for Kindred. I say that...
That's getting up there.
I don't know what the breakpoints are.
I think it's... I want to say it's 4 stacks and then every 4 after, but it might be every 5 after. Let me do some Googling here.
Yeah, maybe 9 is the big numby we're looking at here. Also, just the context of this game 3 of just with the bans that Lucian not banned at all, Jinx not banned at all, not picked, just completely different. Oh, it's 4 than every 3. Thank you, young Joey.
4 than every 3.
Joey the younger. Okay, so they're well on their way. Oh, good dodge there. I like that Milk was looking to make something happen, a little surprise attack. Kind of 50 seconds till this next dragon shows up. But both teams are kind of together and looking like they could team fight if they want to. Rikachu raiding with a party of 50.
Oh
Welcome
my goodness.
to the dozens and dozens of you as Dabubu in a little bit of trouble right here. Gonna ult and oh, but look at the follow-up.
Wow.
Kindred,
Whoa.
able to take him out right away. You are coming into a best of 5, the financial finals. It is 1-1 in the series so far. Every game has been nail-bitingly close. It's a lot to look forward to.
A lot of bird talk going on too. So
Tons.
get very ready for a lot of bird talk.
Straight up, you missed a clean 15 about bird talk. What was it? Cry 4 was the protein we were talking about?
Cry 4.
Cry 4. Look it up. Hey, if you want to see magnetic waves when you're migrating, maybe add a little more Cry 4 to your diet. Oh, long cannons just look so strong right now. The Salmon looking for an angle to flash forward. That's the taunt. Can the rest of the team follow up? That's going to be the light turning out. Look who's being isolated. It's long cannons in the back line. Soul looking quite low as well, but they survived the dive, and they're good. The Lulu keeping them going. That's going to be long cannons pushing forward as well. That's the next knockup. You'll be marked. That's the way. Take it out. Now there's only one left. The double kill. The Vayne that got a Penta earlier having their moment in the spotlight. They've got waves. They've got waves. They've got time. Can the Kennen hold? Can Dabubu? They've got the ult. They've got the ult to clear the wave at the very least, and there are lower health bars on the side of... Oh, can they do it? They take him out.
Yes.
That's going to be it. Team Popo wins game 3, brings it up 2-1, and puts us to a match point. Holy shit.
Very big. I mean, Team Popo finally able to spread their wings. They built up a little nice nest of gold earlier in that game. Finally spend it, got their lead, pushed forward, and ruffled the feathers of these guys in Milk. Pushed right into their base. They're able to swoop in, clean it up, and maybe can take it home in 4.
Yeah, they are really, I mean, and especially when, so game 1, I mean, just this incredible comeback. Game 2, such a strong clap back from Buttermilk. I mean, if we're following the pattern, we're going to get to a 5-game series. But we'll see. I mean,
I hope we do.
Listen, we all want the 5-game series. That's just the reality of the situation. What do you guys think about lessons to be learned from game 3? What do you guys think about changes to draft? I mean, do you tinker
These
at
drafts
all?
were wildly different. They were wildly different. I feel like if you are Buttermilk, you maybe are thinking, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's think about, what we're banning. Let's think about what we're, playing. The Kindred was scary.
Yeah.
The Galio was a great facilitator for both the Vayne and the Kindred, so maybe you want to focus a little more on the... I'm sorry for the noise behind me. Maybe you want to focus more on the Galio, but it's hard because the double 80 carry comp coming out from Team Popo looked so scary.
I'm looking at these comps and I'm trying to think about what is it that is making these things click for them. And in the first 2 games, it was the double global that they were able to do for Milk. Now Milk still lost that game because the Long Cannons and the Team Popo were able to turn around at basically their strength, right? Their itemization strongholds there. But by the time game 2 came around, the simple, easy point and click, CC the same targets and kill them worked so well. I think they need to go back to simplicity because they can't get overrun when they play it really simple. I think having a lot of things that are diving simultaneously, yes, that plays to the strong suit of how they like to play, but they didn't get the advantage early this time. And it was impossible to lock somebody up like Vayne. It was impossible to lock somebody up who was so mobile the way that Kindred was running into those fights, constantly flashing into people. So I think I want to see their team cohesion have the same message and have it be more counterintuitive to what we see from Team Popo. Again, we're going back to the same exact thing, right? Team Popo on blue, and on the red side, for game 4, the 4th game in a row, we've got Milk again. So they're going to get a counter. How do they use it? How do they choose to use it? Do they get an advantage, or do they just stick to having a really cohesive team count?
I think the other thing to take away from that is for 4 games, these teams have elected to stay on the same side. So we are seeing the best version of these. We're seeing these teams get what they want. They're exactly where they want to be. We're seeing the peak draft from both of them. And it's just a pleasure to watch like full power forces clash over and over and over again.
We do have changes to the draft as well.
We do. Jinx finally taken out.
Well, Jinx they were taken out last game as well, but by the same side. But they were banned 3. Now it is the same 3 bans this time from Team Popo as it was from game 3.
3, yeah.
But go ahead.
Those are also the same from Buttermilk, if I'm not mistaken.
But this is different.
Oh yes, it is.
That is different.
Oh,
twas
they're showing.
Twas just a tease, maybe.
Now you have a game ahead. You can try to get into the heads, Buttermilk. Mental fortitude.
Yes.
The hovering of different champions.
Yes. And of course, Voice Channel 7 turned over.
True.
It's the Braum.
Oh, they haven't swapped voice channels yet. Not to, you know.
Honestly, that's fine. These guys are locked in. They jumped right into draft right away. They had the lobby all locked up. I mean, I think everyone's ratcheted up their seriousness. Okay, the Ash. I like the Ash.
Ashway. I do still love Marth's Sway. It didn't feel that impactful in that last game. I just don't think it could really come online in the face of like.
It didn't have the same setup because Kennen needed to be there for setup, and I think that Kennen was normally the one dealing with kind of side wave pressure. So if you need simple setup. Ash gives you simple setup.
Absolutely. Also, Ash, a really good pairing with Braum, so I like to see it as sort of a takeaway from Team Popo as well.
Hopefully, this is Braum Cassante bottom, so it's 2 really big, strong men down.
Oh,
yeah, I think that's ideal. If we could have sort of that Braum Cassante bot lane that everyone has been talking about. I mean, literally, people won't shut up about it.
Everyone wants it.
Dude,
okay,
there's Vayne again.
Go.
Long cannons on Vayne again.
Yeah, when you get a pentakill, it's hard to convince anyone to take you off of it.
Feather Fev, big guy lane would be so cool. You know what's up.
I'm pitching a composition that consists of Braum, Cassante, Gragas. I'm gonna say Garen because I think there's a little more.
Set? Can we get Set in there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can throw Set in there. Oh, actually, I'm gonna swap Garen for Ujir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels right.
Because Garen uses a sword. What's that about?
Yeah, that's right.
What is that about? Are you guys
The Kindred
surprised? Are you guys surprised that the Vayne got through? Long cannons did just get a pentakill on it. They were clearly playing out of their mind. Or is this your classic Faker LeBlanc trap? And they're ready for this, and they're drafting something with the Vayne in mind.
You know you left it up. So you better have had some conversation about it either during the game. Maybe it's just a way you go about the fights, but maybe not.
I think I might know what they have planned for Vayne, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay. We love it. Banning that Vladimir.
I think the Kindred ban here was really good too.
Yeah, I like the Kindred ban a lot. I like the Mel ban too, honestly. I think Mel, with what they currently have, like these big beefy frontliners that can just block constantly for her to get damage out, is annoying. And the Ash arrow being deflected. Oh, I like the Xin Zhao engage too.
Xin Zhao. This is the first not semi-global ult that we're gonna see coming out of Coalescence.
True.
That's true.
No Pantheons, no Nocturnes, just a spear in hand.
But he does now have extra intel. Those Ash arrows are going to constantly be sent into the jungle just to see where the other jungler is, give you information, play off it. Galio picked up again.
Yo, I mean, there's no Kindred on the table, so what completes this picture?
Camille is
Has
also
to be
been
high
banned.
damage. Has to be high damage, I think, because you have your setup, you have your big beefy boys, you have your 3 in front of Vayne. You need another damage source in case Vayne gets set very far behind here in these fights before they break out. I don't foresee that happening here, but
Velvet would be a crazy pick here.
Yeah, I would like that.
Ooh,
They went beef.
Volibear.
You know what? We asked them to go beef, and they went beef, boys.
The Alawi.
Also pretty damage heavy.
Alawi being picked. Is this the answer you thought that was gonna come out?
Oh, I still ain't saying shit.
Okay, I like it.
Ooh.
He knows something.
All right.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yo, these teams are just on point, so ready.
Okay, I've been trying really hard. I think I'm like kind of out of backs by Popo gets back. I've been going toe for toe the best I can.
You're out of
and I
bird
really
fact.
don't think
Hey, dude,
I don't fucking know any of
yours
this.
have been really good. Your bird facts have been like on
Thank you.
point. And
He's like a scientist. What the fuck?
I know it's not even
Fuck
fair, but I think
shit.
you've been impressing him. Like he hasn't said anything, but I can kind of like hear him smiling, you know?
I'm getting freaked out. I'm over here getting freaked out.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, I don't know if he's smiling or if he's like, this guy's trying to take my thunder. What the hell is this Jamoke? No.
Well,
I think he's saying the word Jamoke in his head.
I know. I hope he's not. Are we gonna maybe?
Yeah, fucking do it. I'm just upset. I'm just trying to like.
No,
I don't
that's
know.
fair. I just like I don't know.
Can
if,
you
like,
steer the conversation to an area that maybe
that
maybe I'll.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
even.
that you'll know something about.
I don't need to know more. I just want to. He clearly knows more.
Yeah.
And I'm getting nervous.
No, don't worry about it. I'll make sure the
Okay.
conversation goes.
And chat. If you could do anything to steer it away, that would be.
Yeah, because Popo's looking really smart right now and
Yeah,
super
I'm-
handsome. I like kind of.
He
can't
talking about how
handle it.
tall he was.
Ugh, he's
I'm
he's
doomed over here.
he's as tall as Michael Jordan.
He's taller than Michael Jordan.
He's taller than Michael Jordan. He can dunk better than Michael Jordan too.
I can't believe all those things are true, and he knows so much about birds.
Oh.
Holy we're fucked.
Just the whole.
We're fucked if we don't change
the
the
total
topics.
package. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're screwed.
Chat, don't let us down.
And also, don't blow up our fucking spot too.
Don't fucking say shit about what we just
Don't
talked about.
you
I think
dare-
he's back any second.
You hear his chat?
He's back soon. Can you hear him? Yeah, this game is going to be a really intense fight between these two teams. I mean, for me, Volibear has a lot of pressure. I really like the way he builds.
Did I hear my name mentioned like 6 or 7 times?
What?
Huh?
Popo, welcome
No,
back.
I was the. Yeah, hey, dude. We were just talking about Volibear and Xin Zhao matchup. What do you have to say?
Oh, dude, I love both these champs. So, I think I've played this exact matchup like 3 or 4 times in exact this season. It's really like depends on who can get ahead. I think Volibear wins almost any duel in the long run. Like if you are 3 items Volibear with the current build, you can beat a Mordekaiser in his death realm. Like you can do whatever you want. That being said, Xin has more, like he's a longer distance engage tool with the Wind Becomes Lightning into the Audacious Charge, with Rechallenge Strike. I personally am invested in seeing Coalescence on the Xin Zhao here, as I have given Coalescence some Xin Zhao building info that I don't know if they've taken to heart, so I'm going to be watching the Xin Zhao build pretty closely personally. Also, this is a total side point, but someone in the chat said Eurasian Chaffinch a while ago, and I know that person plays Wingspan. I know it.
Dude.
Oh, I play Wingspan. I love Wingspan.
I also love Wingspan. Guys.
I actually... Huh?
Do we do a little admin wingspan game?
I would love to.
I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be very fun. Mr. Wiki says, dude, I love burbs, but that's not birds. So Mr. Wiki's kind of on a different page.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
notice that, by the way, 370,000 schmeckles were bet?
Yes.
We're above 400,000 bet. Almost
Yes.
500,000 schmeckles on this game.
Almost 500,000 schmeckles. And if we could crest over 500,000 schmeckles, I would actually appreciate that a lot. Have we cracked a mill? We've cracked a mill before, right?
I've certainly cracked 500,000. I do not know if I was ever on stream when that was being bet simultaneously.
Yeah.
Over the course of a series, for sure.
Oh,
I think I've seen 700,000. 700,000 is the cap I've seen.
Yeah. God, Twitch really teased us with, I think there was like chatter about like leaderboards of channel points.
There was.
Never happened. Econ Finals 2 seasons ago, I thought that we had. Okay, we have cracked.
Oh, was that over 1 million?
Yeah.
Got you.
I just feel like I remember being on a cast where it was that big.
I'm also curious with this Volibear to see if they go the traditional, current Volibear build, which is the I'm forgetting the name for it, Cosmic Drive, or if they go the old Volibear build, which I actually still favor a little bit personally, which is the Rod of Ages. So that will be interesting to see as well. They're probably going to go the current one, but yeah, it's a very damage-heavy build. You actually don't have a ton of resistances, so if you're thinking about Volibear in this early mid-game, you actually kind of want to think of him as like a kind of squishy drain tank. Like, his tankiness more comes from being able to hit his Maul, his W, multiple times and land his E on himself than it does from the items he's building, because he's going to be building Cosmic Drive, which has some health in it. But then secondly, you go Navori Flicker Blades. Which is that's an ADC item, right? It's attack speed, it's crit, it's no resistances, no health. So you're pretty squishy as a bear. It'll be interesting to see how Buttermilk play around that.
I'm really interested in the Alawi pick. I think it's the most avant-garde one from my perspective of what I've been playing with and against recently. Is this a staple of this team, or is this a pick that is good in this scenario because they're so low range? Like, Vayne is really their longest range, and Vayne is a short range ADC. What do you think?
I do think that is interesting. Vayne definitely a short range ADC. I think last game the composition sense, a lot of the compositions that they've been playing are very much go into.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not hugely different here. Well, the
Braum can kite
actually,
back.
Yeah.
Cassante can do a little bit of kiting, can also pull people out. Vayne can away. Galio can disengage. Volibear can slow you. But I feel like Buttermilk wants to do a couple of different things with their comp, but they're versatile enough to kind of do it.
Yeah, can we talk about also how different the champion that Luna Hospital has?
Yeah, I mean, has just played several games of Braum in a row, 3 games of Braum in a row. It gets picked away, takes the Nico, right? So, pretty impactful. Although I will say, Quan Dual Blades did not pick something with 2 blades. They're doomed.
Oh, true.
They're doomed.
Well, we can pack it up here. It was a good series.
All right, guys, thanks for coming to
Congratulations
LBLCS.
Closing the whole
It's
thing
all over.
down. God damn it, it's doing this thing again. Okay.
Yeah, if you sub, you do get more Schmeckles. You also get a Schmeckle multiplier, I'm pretty sure. It's
I think
1.4x the Schmeckles per watch.
Is it
I
really?
think it's 1.2, and I think the reason
1.2, yeah.
that's why I went from 50 to 60 in my brain.
If you tier 2 sub, it's at 1.4. If you tier 3 sub, it's a 2x.
Whoa. All right, tier 3 sub. Come on, let's go. Everyone wants Schmeckles. Finally, a reason for tier 3 sub.
Pastor Jabba, yes, there have been many Game 5 LBLCS final matches.
Yeah. And they are.
I would say 4 is the least common number. I think of a final score.
I think
Interesting.
both my finals have been 4.
Really?
I wish.
Yeah.
I've only ever been in 3-0 finals.
We
Really?
might
Yes.
be able
I've
to
almost only cast 5-game finals because the world is cruel.
Yeah, I do
It's
feel
a
like
dark place.
there's been a lot of those.
It's not too bad for you guys right now. It's only 10:30, right?
No.
Hey, LeChance, can you get the side people? Can you hit your eyeball and get the
Can I say that again?
hit
Can
hit the eyeball and get like the
Oh.
marks of the people so we can see like
Jesus! I like
blue team and red
missing
team
a
frames. Yeah, that's
bunch of
perfect.
things, yeah.
No, you don't need the time. You just
No,
just
yeah. Oh wait, what?
Do we know how many?
You're good.
No.
You can have that on. You can hit objective timers.
Objective
Yeah.
timers is what I didn't have on. Okay.
Great. That's beautiful.
Perfect. Thanks. I literally, as you started talking, I was like, this screen looks a little naked. What am I missing here? Pastor Java, we would probably be able to figure out. There's a good amount of them on our YouTube channel. Level 2 spike. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have that information for like the first couple seasons.
Of how many games was each?
Yeah, like who won which one. That's
We have some clips from season 1. We should have a clip of me stealing Elder and then losing the game.
No way, dude.
We don't have the losing the game part, but that is what happened next.
I did, as I said, I was looking at some older games like right before I hopped into the call with you, and I just clicked on a random game, and it was of you getting the shit kicked out of you. just so
Yeah, I
bad.
fuck with that. Listen, all
it
right,
was
okay,
awesome.
all right. It was awesome.
It was so. I was just laughing because I was like, oh, it's Buggle. Oh no. Oh,
One of my
shit.
favorite moments was you and Bigfoot casting me, making fun of me flashing over. Because you're like, that was stupid, that's a shorter cooldown. And then I immediately teleported back and used the ultimate to kill someone. And then you both were like, never mind.
Hey, when we're wrong. We admit it.
I usually get the shit kicked out of me on stream, though. It's a tradition.
You do.
One of my favorite memories is something that I still remember to this. I remember it every time I play a game of League of Legends, honestly. And that was against Sensei Randall's Intermediate Karate Squadron Cyan Helicopters. We picked Malphite and
Coalescence.
we left up.
Flash over the wall. People are collapsing. That's a flash forward, a flash away. Coalescence
Nice.
looking quite low, but the Soundman maybe not able
slow.
to do it. A good flash back. Quan dual blades over the wall here. Han Sol is going to be the first blood that goes to Vayne. Long Cannon's got to be feeling good about that.
350 for the first blood in this game. Very early.
The games are
Scary.
getting more and more violent earlier and earlier.
Yeah, and seeing that money go to the Bane, if you are Team Popo, very happy. If you're Team Buttermilk, very sad.
Yes, we picked... Uh-oh. Oh, no.
No, not the exhaust.
That's a gank.
Oh, the root?
Wow.
Very nice.
Don't walk back anywhere near there. Leave.
Yeah, we picked Malphite, we left Silas ult, and Dingus slammed the Silas and taught us a lesson.
Yeah.
Look at this collapse, though. Speaking of teaching a lesson.
Popo, can I interject? I believe that was also my team, and I believe that was your
Yes.
first game ever in the LBLCS,
Yes,
and you went
it
on.
was.
Did you go on to win that season?
Yes, we did.
Okay. You learned your lesson so fast and then dominated everyone else.
We never made the same mistake again. I don't think ever. I don't think in one normal, one flex game, one solo queue, any of us from that team have ever made that mistake ever again.
Oh my goodness. Team Popo. They're sitting pretty. Game up, kill up, gold on Vayne.
Yeah, it's looking nice for him. And, you know, Buttermilk in that position of you got to show up for this game. You got to produce a W here to keep the hopes alive.
Yeah, I mean they've got tools. I'm excited to see how Dibaboo, or what was that?
Oh,
No
no boof for you?
No boof for you. Is able to run this one with the Alawi. very strong champion in team fights, but also solo and very difficult to get ganked. So it'll be interesting to see if you said it was Jungkook. What was the other word in their name?
Listen, I need to see it again for a second. Jungkook Xiaopiai.
That's not what you said last time.
It was close
That is
enough.
not what you said last time.
It was so close to that, and if we're gonna play it back to back later, and you're pretty
Team
much
Popo pushing Buttermilk off the dragon in unusual sight. It is usually the other way around in which that happens.
it means Chinese spy.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
All right, well, maybe we'll just
Well,
do it.
if Volibear
Wait,
decides to go top, it'll be very interesting.
If Volibear? Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry, for some reason I was like, why would they do that? They're the support. I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm not even close to being right. That's just what was going through my head. To boo boo.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
Yeah,
no
a lot
boo
of
for
boos.
you. Really causing some trouble.
No
for buff for
Dubu
you.
Foof. Oh, they're gonna do it again.
I love this mugging tactic. I'm not quite sure.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
it
that
works
Vayne
here.
can push. I don't think Vayne can push into it.
No, I don't. I like the idea, but do they not
Wait
know?
for him to go ward. They're gonna wait for him to go ward, and then they're come behind. Is that what's happening?
I just don't think that they knew that Nico was in lane. Was
Maybe.
Nico hidden? Not 100% sure.
Yeah, not a
Volibear
little.
really committing to this. Chapatos in some trouble. Boy, Alawi is difficult sometimes to deal with.
Buggle, when I
Mhm.
get diabetes, it will be your fault.
Okay.
All
cool.
right.
Yeah. I mean, can I just be honest with you? Yeah,
Yes.
it will be.
Yeah.
Get
I have
totally
eaten-
pranked.
This entire bowl of Jello throughout the course of this
Goo. Bucket of
Yes,
goo, not
a
bowl
bucket of
Jell-O.
goo. Bucket of
Bucket
green,
of goo.
slimy goo.
Hell yeah, you have. Yum, 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 yum.
Ooh, that was very crafty what Buff just tried to do there.
Speaking of green goo,
Uh-huh.
Malawi's got some green goo.
Mm. He says, his mouth full of goo.
Are you familiar? Are you referring to the refillable potion or the tentacle?
Both.
Okay.
Green goo galore.
Dude, can we just talk about how Volibear
Oh my
has
God.
really, really been... Oh, the ult. Brilliant. What
The dive ability from Volibear into then
Look at Xin Zhao, though. You cut out, by the way. We're not just ignoring you. Xin Zhao aggressing onto the top side of that jungle right there. And just reading the option really well. Has Buggle disappeared?
yeah, I'm in the
it-
shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes when I don't hear people speak and I don't have Discord up and I can't bring it up, otherwise it's gonna fuck with the stream. I just assume that my internet has cut out and that I'm just in a void, talking to myself.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah, in a way, in a horrible, ominous, terrifying way.
We got all our dust, and to dust we shall return.
Yeah, we are. Well, we can't talk about First Blood for 20 minutes anymore because it's already happened.
Yeah, I'm already out of content.
We're plumb out of content. This duel is really evolving up here, though. Ult right away. Do boo boo. Will he have time actually to ult
my
and
God.
get the health back? Yes, he actually gets it
Couple more
back.
hits. Oh,
Well done.
Not
Well done.
Yeah. And this Galio from the Salmon has been really good in both of these games.
Yes. Yes, it really has been. We've seen great use of these highly mobile ults from both teams, but Galio feeling good in the hands of the Salmon.
Oh, but you know what? I think Buttermilk win this game.
Okay. Walk
I'll
us
tell
through
you
it.
why. Coalescence has taken my advice as, hang on, Marst.
Uh-oh.
Maybe in a little bit of trouble. Not able
Think
to
he's
flash
doomed.
far enough. That's the feat of warfare.
All right, that's not looking great, but you know what? That's not the end all be all. Coalescence has decided to go with the build that I was discussing with them.
Keep going.
As opposed to the other build, which I think is bad.
Well, he's got more time to shop after dying, so.
I think I'm cursing this whole
Popo
series.
actively
Yeah, you guys start saying
cursing.
bad stuff about the other team.
I mean, they're going to lose so hard. You should
go.
never take my advice on building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a known troller and inter that likes to build suboptimally for fun.
First time you made sense, all cast.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Dabubu.
Loki, how could you? You're supposed to learn. what were you saying about the follies of man repeating themselves?
Yeah, but ignorance is also bliss.
It's true.
That's why I never teach anyone anything or decide to learn.
Heard you say that before. Oh, the clone keeps backing.
Recalling. Fun.
Okay, that's fun. I didn't know that.
That's knowledge
That's
that
neat.
you all now have.
Neat little trick.
Wow, the Hall of Fame does look cool. That's neat. I'm shocked we were able to scrunch up all this information. Oh, look at all these teams I lost to. All right, dive happening up here. No buff for you. Actually doing a fucking incredible job. Coalescence in a little bit of trouble right there. Dabubu. Very nice. Very nice coordination.
Yeah.
Dabubu's been clean with the grabs, really good with this slapping these tentacles all over him.
Yeah, has like a 20 CS lead in isolation. Has to be careful though. Oliver.
Yeah. I respect. They were trying to stay close enough to get the
Play money.
Yeah.
It's greed that will do you in the end.
Wow. Talking about science, philosophy. LBLCS really has it all. Maybe none of the things you were looking for, but everything else.
But everything you needed.
Wow. Really beautiful.
And all we need from you to sign up next season is your social security number.
That's
Your
it.
full name, your address,
Yeah.
Others maiden name.
And a couple
and a
of
small
credit
donation.
cards.
A small donation of a couple credit card numbers. That's all that's asked of you.
Yeah.
Consider it.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we're
Low
actually
budget
Listen, you can get them on the dark web. We don't judge, just as long as they're there and we can use them, you know?
Yes, they do not give any LBS staff.
LBLCS staffers will never ask you for your SSN. About to send out
Because you've already
200
given
messages.
it to us.
Yeah, we're gonna change the application to the league. Actually, make it a little cleaner,
What's
simpler.
your favorite fun and silly password you would use? For stuff?
What's your like favorite street that you grew up on? What's your like favorite mother's maiden
What's
name?
your favorite first
If
pet?
you had a pet, what would you name it?
Yeah.
Like, just the first time.
Yeah, and other common security questions, and definitely not the 13-digit cards. Dabubu. Nice ult. Can they get enough healing off?
Oh, the
really
Kasante
good move
steal.
from Kasante. That was really
Well, that's
good.
a lot of healing.
Dude, just look at the
my God.
healing. Look at Dabubu.
my God.
Look at Dabubu. Who's Dabubu? You Dabubu. Okay, Dabubu does go down. Oh, really nice though.
Right.
Kasante, maybe in some trouble. Coalescence looking for the kill right there. Can they get it? Just need one or two more auto attacks, but they are living such a long time. And one by one, the ants come marching in. Very nice ult.
nice.
Coalescence buying a little bit of time for You'll Be Marked to show up here. Arrow! Arrow goes wide right there. Coalescence diving back in. Maybe gonna get the kill right here, needing a little bit of healing. The Salmon getting a kill. And now we're back to a 1v1 as You'll Be Marked wins that one. Okay, that, I think, that was really good for Buttermilk, right?
I mean, extremely back and forth. I think on the whole, whenever you get a trade like that, if you're from behind, it's good for you. And it looks like Buttermilk are going to be on the receiving end of at least one tower, but the mid lane does not look so clear anymore.
Yeah, Quan has been the, oh, wow.
Lord.
Wow,
Yeah, this champion is not balanced right now, just FYI.
that was
Yeah. Ash barely stood a chance.
obviously the star of that top lane fight was Dabubu, who lived like way longer than anybody thought that they were gonna live. Like, just crazy.
Also, I think the star of the cast was you doing a baby voice, asking the whole chat who the boo boo is.
You Dabubu.
You the boo boo.
Yeah, one of the better ones that have just sort of fallen
really
out of
good.
me over time. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Team Popo's got Rift Herald. This is pretty fucking close. Is next dragon coming up soon? Milk really want this. Just to push back the timer a little bit.
Yeah, it would be great not to have your opponent at soul point here. But will be really interesting to see how a team fight goes. I don't think we've seen a proper team fight yet this game.
Yeah.
And Pop Blossom's going to be really powerful here.
Absolutely. Cassante roaming down. I mean, this is just going to be a full-ass 5v5. Both teams been so good about flanks. Yeah, I think everybody's going to be on guard here. Very nice use of Rift
Nice
Herald.
poke there from Marst.
Yeah, that was great. Boo-boo.
They've got Ashar.
Yeah. Okay, now that they're handling Rift Herald, they might try to pull the trigger on something. But no. Oh yeah, fight's gonna pop off.
there we go.
Right
Yeah, here we go.
Looks typical front to back. Long Cannons is a little chunked and on the back line here. He'll be marked.
On his way.
Walking forward.
buff for
Very
you.
nice. Dabubu doesn't make the grab right there, but
Coalescence.
Coalescence does dive in,
Coalescence.
unable to kill Vayne, and they're actually going to collapse onto them and take them out. Long Cannon survives that initial burst, but so much damage is coming through. Look at the knock-up right there.
Oh my God.
Now it's 3-3 once again. Long Cannon still alive, but taking
Good
a lot
on
of
Vayne.
damage right here.
Nice hit on
And
Vayne.
Volley in the backside, actually just doing this
healing so
dragon.
much.
They're just going to go for this. Still 3 for 3. Who's going to be happy with what? Who's going to commit to this? That's going to be blue team getting
Oh,
the
no.
dragon. Is the fight done? Nico's looking so low. 3 for 3 over the course of that fight. But they get it. Team Popo's on Soul Point.
So nerve-wracking for the team Buttermilk, right? They lost essentially their two frontliners in that fight. It was a good way to try to engage into it. You're still able to trade pretty easy. But Volibear was able to back up and start healing on the Drake. Then when you're re-engaging, your highest health unit is the Ashe, which means she's choosing to frontline. Everybody else is these long-range, very low, weak, mage casters. So Ashe just gets jumped on and totally deleted, and then you can't really play around it at all.
Yeah, and here's what I'm going to say as my sort of coat. We all saw how game 1 went.
Mm-hmm.
We know what's going to happen here.
Uh-huh.
You get
You're
3
right.
drakes. What's that mean? You know?
Yeah,
Means you're
what's
probably
that
going to lose the game, right?
it's the
That's
worst
usually-
amount of Drakes you can get early on. If I've learned anything from this series.
It hasn't gone that good for people who've gotten it previously.
I will
Only
say
a 50% win rate.
the brilliant and surprising thing that Team Popo did is in that extremely dangerous and close team fight, Volibear just walked away and started doing the dragon. It was just like,
Yeah.
okay. And I honestly don't think that Buttermilk was ready for that, for them to just like completely peel off and start doing the objective. Not that there was much more that they could have done. They were pushing in pretty much as hard as they could.
I agree. It's tense. These fights are close. This is why it's a final.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone's going to applaud at home individually when I say this, but give it up for these teams. I mean, these guys have been playing. This has been such a good series, and the viewers have won today. Let's be clear. Buggle, I believe you called it very early on that they would, and they certainly have.
It might be
They
okay.
did.
This
I've
is
predicted
really
this.
big here
Everything I've said tonight has come true.
because Otacon shreds your resistances, armor, and MR.
Mhm.
If they can make a stand on this, it is an excellent way for Buttermilk to potentially come back into the game. Oh my god!
Nice pullback on her tower.
Boo boo. That was really, really good. Oh, and Coalescence got picked as well.
See that? Yeah. Xin Zhao's down. That means they're going to take Otacon. No punishment.
No contest.
Okay, that, although it wasn't the most exciting series of fights, I think that was perhaps the most consequential so far.
Yeah. The solo happening down in the bot lane means that Kasante's in. It means Alawi's not going to push objectives. And it also means that now, realistically, the lead is a lot more stark. Uh-oh.
Console. Oh, not able to get the other end of that ult off. Oh.
I was going to say that it seems on paper, but now it's starting to grow.
I will
Volibear's so strong.
Power points for Buttermilk, though, is their 5-in-1 way. Arrow connects onto long cannons. That's the perfect shutdown, and onto the man you wanted on as well. Coalescence gonna keep pushing forward. Okay, that was great. Absolutely signs of life from the Milks.
Yeah, they're gonna have a minute of reprieve here, able to reassemble themselves, get some wave states going on, because there is pushing across the map from these guys who have such just a headed macro because they're able to grab a couple of objectives here.
And Popo, I believe you said... Please.
I want to watch Marst's damage. They have the financial economy this game, you know, to really, like, do some work in these team fights. And I think we saw Luna Hostile get an incredible pop blossom in that last ult. There just wasn't quite enough damage going over top to affect it. I think looking at this next time, Quay has 2 items, also has Pen, right? We're seeing magic resist being built across the board by the members of Team Popo, so that Pen's going to be really, really, really critical and important. And I think that is going to be key here for Buttermilk Lifestyle to come back into this game, which, all things considered, when we think about the gold leads from Game 1, Game 2, they're only like 2-3k down.
Yeah, absolutely. Are Dragon stats included in gold leads now? No.
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that. They have
inside track.
Oh, but they're gonna threaten inhib to Boo Boo. Oh, that's a condemn. That's a big condemn. Can they get the W off? Whoa! Kasante brings them way out of there. And look at this. They've actually chosen to flank. They're going in out of the Salmon. They're gonna get a pick right there as well. But there's still lots of dangers. No buff for you. Wait a second. Alawi actually lived through all of this. Yeah, Alawi dropping that ult on the Volibear. That's a double kill. Long Cannons is out of this as well. Buttermilk Lifestyle is not going quietly into the night. That's a 3-for-0. And they're going to be able to get this dragon. A massive, massive momentum shift in this game.
That was
holy fucking shit.
Fight.
Oh my god.
Godlike.
That extra kill was huge. And this dragon is massive.
Don't ever get 3 dragons early. Don't do it. Don't get 3 dragons. If you see it in the 3rd dragon, you walk away. You get away from that 3rd Drake. You say, you guys take this. We don't want a 3rd one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge strategic snafu. Lots of teams are making it.
It's common. It looks like you should, but you really shouldn't.
In raw gold, that puts them in the lead now.
They're up, baby. There. Can I get an X? Yeah. Great. Yeah, 11k here in the pocket of Marst this way. Absolute signature champ for him. There is 10k over on that Volibear, which is very scary. Don't get it twisted. That is a terrifying, terrifying bear.
If Kasante doesn't ult there, they do probably get the pick onto Alawi, and that fight looks incredibly different.
Yeah.
But he did drag it away because Jabubu had just ulted with a nice grab, so could have gotten a massive heal down. You know, it's tough to make that judgment in that moment, right? That was worse for them. But Quay picked up so much more gold in that fight. I don't know. This fight, again, the game 4 is going to come down to how all the other games came down, which is the next fight.
It's always the next fight. You know, really, all of these games we play, all of these series we play...
Bubu's in a lot of trouble right here. That's a condemn. That's an ult. Can they get enough healing off to withstand long cannons? Oh my goodness. They actually do it. Will they go on to win the 2v1? Who cares about the solo bolo if you can do this? Oh!
Talk about Eldritch intervention. That's a 10 for tentacles right there, dude.
Holy shit! Oh my god, this is a real Cinderella story as Buttermilk have clawed hand over fist back into this game and therefore the series. Baron is on the table. 15
we
to
love
15.
throws here. Hang on, we love throws here.
Oh yeah,
Stay
Baron.
locked in.
Oh, nobody can lose their focus for even a second. Both of these teams are ready to pounce.
He's gonna ult over the wall. He's gonna ult over the wall. Get ready.
It is.
Oh! They grabbed him.
Red team gets it,
Got it.
but it's the Ashe that secures it.
It went to 12. It went to 12 health on this
Yeah.
fight.
And if you take 3 Drakes, you lose the next one, and you lose the Baron. It's just what happens.
It's just math.
just what happens.
I hope no team gets any Drakes next game if there is one.
If they're
Like,
smart, none of them will
whoa.
take them.
Which tentacle does
tentacle does
the
the slipper?
Have I not been reading the classic? Is there a different version?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's always tentacle based,
It's
right?
all-
It's
Always
always been
tentacle
tentacle based.
based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it has been.
Yeah, well, that's the version I've been reading.
There's like 8
Swab
slippers.
the deck, Cinderella. Swab the deck with your tentacles.
You know what I was going to say like 2 games ago?
Please.
Is it
Have you guys
Cinderella
read
tentacles?
the official like Riot Games League of Legends comics?
No.
They have a bunch of like, they're not like physical comics, they're like online, that are like stories from lore for a bunch of different champions. They're really good.
I will check them out. I did recently purchase a graphic novel, Buggle, from that comic place that Mike was talking to us about. Sorry, breaking news. We've got a fight breaking out here, as that's going to be Galio being engaged on, and that is a clean pick.
And they're
How
marching
graphic
mid.
is it?
Vayne's in side lane here.
It's pretty graphic.
Yikes.
They're pushing in. Base hasn't been broken yet, but whoa! The pops of damage. You're losing at least 1 inhib off of this push, but they don't want to lose
They're
the game right
looking for
here.
more.
Coalescence.
Oh, they want more.
Yes, they do. Going in. Dabubu putting pressure on that top tower. Looks like the rest of the team is gonna rotate around. 2 towers
Just get a
out.
second.
Here's the thing. 8 seconds until
Yeah.
Salmon's back up. Yeah, okay.
They have Baron back. They're gonna play for this dragon right here, I think.
Yeah.
They have huge pressure.
What's wild is even with this lead, I mean, like, the numbers are fun to talk about, but
don't matter.
you kind of throw
They
them
don't
out
matter.
the window. They really just kind of don't fucking matter. I mean, there's a couple of ways this could go. I mean, Team Popo could steal this dragon and get sold. Like, that's a possibility.
Yes.
Oh, but
Yes.
have they overstepped Coalescence?
Maybe.
Oh, look at this angle.
Bane
The
on the
long
side.
cannons is on the side.
Big ult.
That's a big ult right there. No buff for you coming.
Look at this.
Ash arrow goes wide. That's a lot of damage coming through. A big
Bane on the
pop
back.
onto the volley bear. Coalescence in a little bit of trouble, but long cannons living through all this, all the long
They can't
ways.
get through 'em.
Oh, Dabubu is gonna go down. That's a double kill for the Galio and a 3 for
They might be able to clean
1.
some up.
Look at
You'll be marked is untouched.
Dude, this is the kind of bullshit that I live for. You win the fight, but not with enough health to stick around.
And now they have supers in the base. They're gonna back up and leave.
Yes, they are. And they're just gonna say, fuck it, I guess. Yeah.
Volley
TP right back.
full.
Teleport back.
Look how much he heals.
Jesus. Now,
You're
this is
blind.
really interesting. Okay. Are they gonna be able to get this?
I think so.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, all I know for certain is that Vega right now is being resuscitated by Itty Bitty Banshee with a fucking... They've got the paddles on his chest right now. There's no way he hasn't suffered a cardiac event.
They call Vega paddles because he has to do this so often. He has to get resuscitated. That's his nickname. It's just paddles.
Yeah. Itty Bitty Banshee is actually a super competent physician
Paramedic.
at this, but yeah, paramedic from...
That's how they met. It's how they met.
This guy was freaking the fuck out about League of Legends, and I,
He just kept saying milk, milk, and closing his eyes.
Anyways,
His heart rate was arresting 139 while watching it.
Oh.
Well, I do want to know what the heart rate spike was in this game as
Oh
well.
my god. Look at this. Look at this little trap.
He probably broke 140.
Gold is basically
break below
fucking
140?
even. I mean, they've got the soul. You'll be marked. You'll be marked just like can't get. Look
A lot
at
of
the fucking
damage on him.
damage coming out of
Whoa.
that guy. Painter my ass. That's a weapon. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a great call out. That is a weapon of mass destruction, not a paintbrush.
It absolutely is.
Death
Okay.
bush, more like death brush.
Hey.
Nice.
So much damage coming through.
Their siege is really good in this comp too.
Yeah.
They have range, and Team Popo has just drafted such a short-range comp. We talked about it earlier. It does make it really difficult to get out of this when you are being sieged. You have to find a flank. You have to send resources around, and you've got double supers coming in from the top very soon.
They're looking.
Look at Volleybear considering a flank as well. Going around the side.
Yep.
Probably going to call for it soon. It's a lot of people grouped up. Coalescence going to go in, but get separated a little bit as Dabubu's going to get the ghost, the soul out of Galio right here. This fight is going to pop off. That's going to be the soul pop. We're going to get tentacles up towards the top side. Coalescence going quite low. Coalescence taken out of the fight. Galio ulting back in there, getting only one knockup though, as you'll be marked. And Blades are going to kite backwards. The question is, can they finish off any of these health bars? They're chasing down Braum. Braum gets taken out. Long Cannons, the next target right here, but Long Cannon's going to live. They're going to take out Nico. The fight's gone. It's just you'll be marked. They're going to take them out. That's everybody, but the base is in shambles. They can't push forward. They cannot win this game off of that fight.
No, they can't, and they have to go back to defend. Baron is up. I think they're going to choose to duo it. They're just going to send 2 maybe and just have Galio hold base, maybe 3.
That was like a 150 BPMer right there.
Yeah.
At least. Guys, what's the takeaway? Who's in the lead in this game right now?
I mean, they have Team Popo have a slight edge. They have a slight edge, but all it takes is like one fight to go bad. Galio not to have flash next time because he was able to get over the wall there. You know, it's every fight is going to be on a knife's edge. But the front line, it's a good point from Luffy in the chat. The front line from Team Popo is very beefy, and they are struggling to chunk through it.
The Braum shield was massively impactful right there. Absolutely, totally nuts. But I will say, the Baron lets them be, like, it's unsiegeable now, right? Now they have Baron. Now they can hold off, and it is all for this Elder, right? Whoever wins this next fight, actually, even not without the Elder, right? If you win right here with Baron, you can just take it. And your base is completely depleted on this other side, too. So if Team Popo lose the team fight, they're also going to lose this game. You have to be so careful with your positioning and where you're coming in.
Oh, my God. No, absolutely. We've got Elder coming up, which is 100% going to force something. You got to be so careful. Any picks here, I think that spells the end of it. Oh, very nice pull onto Galio. Some good damage that they're going to get off.
Yeah, push him back maybe.
Look at Cassante, top side. I'm just so conscious of flanks right now. Milk's pushing up, even with the Baron. They have Coalescence. Coalescence has not been afraid to act on any angles they see. Oofa. Oofa, oofa. Oh, the level difference I did not even clock. They're 3 levels behind Volleybear right now.
Yeah, I mean, Volleybear just
nearly
clears
100 CS
so
on him.
fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, you gotta be
Coalescence has had
so
to be there for a
careful.
lot of the plays.
Arrow's
There's
gonna
the ult.
connect right there. Oh, but
Nothing
Quantum
doing.
is just getting chunked so much, and You'll Be Marked isn't there. Can you take a fight?
There's so much wave clear though.
You have a lot of wave clear. This is like the top lane matchup makes me nervous.
Yeah, good poke from Marst, but you know, one wrong step.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Honestly, fucking the nerves on Milk to be looking for flanks in moments like this. I'm genuinely impressed that they're looking at angles like that right now. Elder coming up.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
You have to
Everyone
hold
needs
off.
to show up to this.
Be patient and wait for your actual moment here. Don't just pull the trigger and grip it and rip.
Yeah. You'll Be Marked. is arriving. Okay, Team Popo has the inside track. Dabubu acting as frontline, but missing a little bit of health already. Coalescence maybe getting hit on the side right here. That's good
Nice
flash
present.
out of the taunt, and they've used Xin ult as well. But look at long cannons. Long cannons could flank right here. They're gonna try and find an angle. They now know where Vayne is. That's a lot. That's Ash
Okay,
Arrow onto the
damage.
Volley Bear.
He's low.
Galio ult coming in right here. He's gonna get the
Nice
knockup
ult.
onto Coalescence. They got a taunt off as well, front to back, fighting at a choke point right here. Coalescence. That's a ghost being pulled over. Look at the massive Nico ult, but it's only gonna connect on one, as that's gonna be the Hui ult going in as well.
Everyone's
No
up.
one has fallen yet. Health bar still relatively healthy, but the Salmon has to back out. They can't back just yet. Really, Buttermilk pushing forward, healing up a little bit.
Nope,
So
not
consequential. That back is going to get off.
has
And
TP,
do they
he
have
has TP.
teleport? He has teleport.
Coming in behind.
Honestly, that could be everything. That could be everything right there. That free health that they just got back. Coalescence was also looking for a back, but Coalescence does not have teleport. Dububu is going to be engaged on. That's going to be
Big
the
ult,
allowing
big
ult.
ult.
This could be
Big ult.
massive. That's the
But they're
healing
long
right there.
cannons.
That's another slap of
Huge
healing.
stun.
But look in the back line. Long cannons flanking there as well. Has fought all their way back to the front line. Oh, the health bars of Milk are falling.
dropping.
That's going to be Dububu going down. That's going to be another one falling. It's just Hui. Hui is the only one left alive. Can they do
my
it?
God.
Holding the choke point. That's a double kill for Cassante. Look at these
looking.
low health bars.
He's
He'll be
hunting and
marked.
looking.
He'll be marked. A pick here could mean everything.
Just clear your bottom wave there. Let them Elder. Maybe go in for like a last second steal if you know it's safe, but be safe here.
Oh, this is so scary. TP.
From Cassante. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You'll be marked. They have the fear. They're going to need to nail it. Okay. Goes for the speed. Goes for the wave clear.
But that's
Elder
so
now
big.
picked up.
Can't fucking believe they got out of that. Elder picked up. You basically need them to fight into you now. If you're Milk.
Yep.
Down gold, but we're in late game.
Get through the waves quick. You gotta, because this is you have a long wave for them to push up from mid. You can go and clear the waves quick and then regroup. You might be able to wait out some of this. They do have to dive, and they have to do it in unison, and you might be able to give up a little bit of pressure before you fight.
In the history of the LBLCS, I can only recall 2 times that any team has ever successfully fought and killed another team with Elder. It is fucking hard to pull off, but
This is the classic bait,
possible.
though. It's to play for Baron right after you get it.
Yes.
This is when you see it. This is why it happens. Now, do you let them just take Baron here and hope that the dragon buff dies out, and you say, let's just get waves in great states?
I think you do, only because I need you to get cocky and fight me under a tower. I cannot walk into less than ideal vision and fight you. I need you to, like, they're gonna, unfortunately, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna need to beat them while they have all the tools to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta
How
slow
much
it down.
longer on Elder?
No fucking idea. How do we how do I check
Click
that?
on someone's portrait. Anyone's portrait that has it.
Long cannon.
Okay, they only have a quarter duration left.
Quarter duration of Elder. More than enough time to win this game. But Milk needs to be fucking cagey right now. Their health is precious. You slow them down through wave clear, you do what you can. God, they rip through fucking objectives so fast.
That's a lot of damage, though. You'll be marked. I mean, dude, so
They're
much when he
Pulling
hits.
off. They're rotating up to the top side. Team Popo choosing to slow play instead of pulling the trigger.
Was it smart or is it detrimental? You don't know until it happens.
I mean, it's scary, right? Because you're like, we could win right here, but also if we lose, we go to game 5. Draft doesn't
Right.
go our way. Early game doesn't go our way. We mess up, right?
I think you
Like,
have to be willing to end it here on this push.
Yeah, they have to find it in them to commit. But I
They
think
just
Elder's
lost
gone.
Dragon Buff. Yeah, they just lost
Elder's
it.
gone. Elder's gone. I think, you know, you're still 7K down, though. But you don't have that just...
How much does it matter at this point? It's maybe the last item for some. Where is it allocated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those things start to play in, because some people are full build, some people aren't.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think carries are pretty much close to full build, at least across the board here. Just got to get rid of that last cannon.
Yeah, Juan needs a little more experience. That's just
Pulls
coalescence.
someone under tower. Just look how little damage it does to Braum of all people. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
And we're getting into this late game long cannons where it's like, okay, didn't get a pentakill this game, but still.
Looking for one. Wants one.
Absolutely. Hungry for it. Okay, that's damage being chipped down. That's Ash Arrow going through it immediately. Cleanse from long cannons. Look at the angle from Cassante down here. That's Volley turning the tower off. That's going to be Azul going in. A massive Nico ult, but not enough damage to follow it up. Dabubu going to go down right there. Now we're trying to find a front to back, and Exhaust going on to. You'll be marked as Volley Bear diving into the back line. That's going to be, a lot of people there as You'll be marked. Goes low, gets taken out. That's a triple kill for the Volley. Quan Dual Blades, the last Milk member alive as they're chasing down by a giant icy polar bear, and Team Popo turns to take their second finals in LBLCS history.
Incredible showing from both teams. Honestly, Long Cannons, just an MVP of this series in my mind. The way the dude navigated playing different ADCs, did it so well every time he played, and the bravery to play Vayne in a comp like that and still be aggressive. It was something to really watch, but a lot of credit to Dabu on that Alawi in that game. Some of the most insane plays I've seen and most damage in the game.
Yeah, that just absolutely wild. Oh my God. Oh my, look at the damage charts are insane.
Volley Bear's not an okay champion. I mean, I don't nerf him, Riot, because I play him, but it's crazy.
I mean, I mean,
also very well piloted.
Look at the damage from Alawi and Hui there. I mean, it's massive. Massive damage, but still, like, the tank was crazy. Absolutely insane. Can these two teams just play a best of 5 every week of Financial? I'm buzzing right now. That was an incredible series.
Yeah.
Both of these teams played so fucking well. I mean, what a way to end season 14 of the low budget LCS. That was couldn't have asked for a more exciting series.
Does Salmon have a heart rate monitor on? I need to know.
Seriously. Gentlemen, shall we do the customary interview if the team is open to it?
Yeah, because I do have a guest coming in right now. Michael Jordan.
At Team Popo, do you guys want to?
You guys know Michael Jordan.
Interview. Do you know Michael Jordan? And fucking, again, huge hats off to Buttermilk Lifestyle. Listen, the Milk organization knows how to fucking show team spirit, camaraderie. Fucking so gracious in defeat here. Gotta give it up for them. Okay.
Beautiful.
We can drag the whole team in, so let's all together start hauling them in here.
We're full hauling?
We're full hauling. We're hauling them all.
We made it.
Welcome to the desk. The full lineup of Team Popo. Congratulations on an incredible series.
Did we tell you guys it's a best of 7, by the way?
Yeah, are you ready for that?
Please don't make this anymore. Please.
Just a quick little change to the rules.
My heartbeat is going crazy right now.
The last game especially, these games are getting longer and longer. Even chat noted this last one was absolutely insane. But not only this last one, the first game you guys got set behind massively early on. What was comms like? You guys were able to stay calm, win a couple team fights, take the first game. What was that like?
Comms looked a bit like, how the fuck did we win this?
I think
those were the comms. We had like one good play.
Positive still. We know our strengths in team fight, so it was looking grim. We probably believed we were going to lose, but we didn't give up, so that's how we managed to claw back.
Nice. I have one more question before I hand it over to Chance, but just what does your name mean? I made some accusations, and I don't know if my accusations are right, but the jungler whose name I'm not going to try to say. Yeah, what does your name mean?
My name means Chinese spy.
What did I say?
Oh my!
You're right.
What did I say?
You're right.
Wait, how did you get that information, dude?
Listen, do I know every language? A poquito ito ito.
God damn it.
But by the way,
dude.
guys, I wanted to change name to my actual gamer tag I use pretty much every season, but your rules said I couldn't change 24 hours.
That's
below
who wanted to
24 hours.
change their
So
name.
yeah, so I didn't change. So yeah.
That's fair. Listen, we had a blast trying to figure it out.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, wild. So, Bogo brought up a great point about game one. I want to talk about this almost from our perspective. It seemed like a complete shift in play styles from game 2 to game 3. Games 3 and 4, so much more aggressive, like a very back and forth, like early game. Games 1 and 2, almost a peace treaty was signed for the first, 20 minutes. Was that a conscious team decision? Were these things that were being done on purpose, or is that just kind of how it ended up playing out?
We wanted to go for kind of a bit of a scaling and resets with Viego first game, and it just did not work out at all. I wasn't able to contest anything with my picks the first 2 games, and it was a problem because we were falling behind in objectives pretty much the whole game, the 2 games. It was I'd say almost impossible to win because of my picks. So we just decided to go really aggro and more team fight focused early with the later picks, and I think it just worked best for us, and we managed to win the game 1 for no reason. So I don't know if we just played well.
Yeah, also have to give credit to Buttermilk for being such an insane early game team. Like, they make you feel so hopeless at times. They're just like, well, we don't have shit on the map. We don't have kills. We don't get anything. So yeah, we
often talk about our team fights, but I gotta say, Buttermilk were playing really well at team fights too. It was really fun to play. Seriously.
It's really fun to watch.
The comms were pretty chaotic. Everyone was shouting, do this, especially against the VAD that got and the cannon that got some pretty nice flanks. The mid laner on Annie also, it was pretty tough to keep track of where they were, and we tried really hard not to get engaged every fight. So yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Long cannons is deafened. But
they're
an absolute baller maniac. Their Vayne play in that last game. I mean, there's literally 4 giant tanks over in one part distracting some people, and he goes, "What am I gonna do? Run at them and go around the side and pin some people against the wall and try to just kill their ADC." I mean, the dude played like nuts. Please give that to him at some point. Transfer that nuts that I just said that to him at some point.
Yeah, I guess.
I think. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think part of our comms were mostly yelling to him to like just chill.
Yeah.
I tried to stay on him and follow him. I tried so hard to get him to like give him shields and stuff. And
yeah, you guys should hear our comms like just one game. It's always the same thing. We just say his first name and then we say back off for like half the team fight. But then we win the team fight, so we're like, okay, fair enough.
I mean, I would love to hear the comms. Obviously, in that game 3 pentakill, that was like fantastic, and it seemed like a huge turning point.
Another friend.
I'm curious, just best of 5 series, especially because the LBLCS mostly does best of 3s. They're so interesting from the player's emotional standpoint. Going into game 4, were you guys feeling confident that you were going to close it out here after your performance in game 3, or did everything still feel like it was going to be a coin flip?
I think it was the most confident game we played was the 4th one. Like, we were going 2-1 and we liked the draft, so I think I will. If I speak for myself, I think it was the moment we were the most confident in all the 4 games. But I don't know for the boys.
Before draft, I was a bit 50-50 on it because the game were pretty close and Buttermilk are pretty strong. But after the draft, I think we had a pretty good game plan, and I was pretty confident we could win also.
I love the comms talks, and before we let you guys go, I just want to know that one team fight that Alawi held you guys off.
Oh my god!
Did you start to have a conversation about what the hell is going on with this Alawi? Still
Something. This champ is broken. Something.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, fair. Totally fair.
For some reason, Vladimir can just out-sustain this champion, so we just decided to still go for front to back, and yeah, I think it just worked out for some reason. I don't know.
If you say it too loud, Riot will hear you, and they'll nerf Volibear.
Yeah, I shouldn't speak so loud.
Nice listening. Volibear needs a buff.
Yeah.
Navari issue also.
Yeah. But by the way, guys, I just wanted to say again, Buttermilk was an insane team to play against. When we scrimmed them before the playoffs, they actually won 2-1 against us. Even if it was practice and not our best picks, they were playing real well, and we were actually really scared of playing the team. And I gotta say, their AD carry, I know we talk about a lot. We talk a lot about what our AD carry, Five Musketeers AD carry, and Sister of the Loams AD carries, but I think this guy was really good. I don't know.
One is insane.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he's actually really good at the game. I think he should deserve more praise too.
Love
Blade's
that.
the goat.
Love the hyping up the other team too. If you gave the other team an
We did not hear that.
You cut out, Buggo.
Yeah.
Oh, I said who would you give if you could give an MVP to the other team this
I
series?
think I'd give it to You'll Be Mars. I think he played really well, like all of the games, especially like my Mel game. He cheesed me over and over. I got like stump. I think he played like very consistently, very well all 4 games.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys so much, and absolutely congratulations to being champions yet again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We had a blast. Thank you.
Have a good night,
Thank you,
guys.
boys.
Thanks for
doing
giving
all
us
of
such
that,
an
guys.
awesome series.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing all that, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You can listen to it back. There's not a lot of weird talking. It's mostly totally about the game.
Genuinely
Definitely.
our pleasure, and I want to pre-apologize for about 40 minutes of talk about birds. We just sort
I
of
said
got
nothing about birds. I don't know what this slander is.
we kind of just got sucked into it. There's some fun facts in there hidden away for you guys, but for real, this was just like we were talking about it before we pulled you guys in here. Like literally the perfect way to end this season of the low budget LCS. Both of these teams were so much fun to watch, and I mean, you guys were just incredible.
And
Popo,
for our
I
very
think
last
you owe
guest,
me-
Ruffin.
Popo, I think you owe me like French interviews. I'm fairly sure.
That's true.
fairly sure there was a deal going on.
Ooh, Popo, how's your French?
Je parle en plus français.
Oh my god. Never mind.
Never mind immediately.
It's really bad. My
I'm
French is
joking, I'm
really
joking.
bad. My German's probably better.
I was joking.
We always love people trying to speak French.
Of course.
Oh,
Maybe we'll have Zelius come on and do it.
yeah.
I don't know if Zelius even speaks French. I just
It's
said
okay. He has to cash that check. We can just make the promise.
that. Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. See you guys.
See
Yeah,
ya.
thank
See
you
you,
again.
thank you.
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay.
Oh, and that was Team Popo. Congrats again. Incredible freaking series. Before we go, I'd be remiss not to ask if, well, first of all, Buggleberry,
Michael
Popoa,
Jordan.
and Michael Jordan, you guys were a blast to cast with. Anything you guys want to say?
Ruffian's gonna sign us off. So Ruffian,
That's
go ahead.
legit ass. That is where I was going after that. I was like, obviously the elephant in the room. Ruffian, do you want to say anything?
I don't see Ruffy. I just see Michael B. Jordan.
I just see
It's Michael B.
it's Michael B. Of course.
Yeah. What do you want to? Do you want to say anything really like impactful, philosophy or morally or?
That was my sign off. The Michael B on the clock.
Oh,
shit! I fucked it up. You know what? One more time.
Yeah. Hit
Michael
us with
B
it one more time.
on the clock. Oh god.
Oh wait, hold on.
No,
That
one
was-
more time. No, wait.
Wait,
One more time.
wait. Hold on.
One
Wait,
more
I gotta
time.
get ready. Hold on one
Yep,
second.
get ready.
Hold on
Get
one
ready.
second.
Let him know when you're ready. Maybe give him a go.
Hold on one second. Who are we gonna? Oh, hold on 1 second.
Do a countdown.
Keep
though, like
holding.
a 3, 2, 1, and then you'll tell him to go.
Okay.
So don't go on 1. Go on go.
Go on 3. Okay. All right.
2, 1.
Okay. Okay, you start now. You go. Hit us
Michael
hit
B.
us hit us
on
with
the
that sick.
clock.
No, I'm sorry, I interrupted. You started again.
Oh no.
All right, that's our stream, guys. Thanks so much. Been an incredible season. We're gonna rate itty bitty.
Now.
Have a wonderful rest of your night. Buggle, sign us off.
Ah!